You're watching the Daily Dodge pregame show.
And a very pleasant good evening, everyone. From Cambria, Friesland High School, Daily Dodge TV presents the high school football game of the week. And tonight, it's another matchup in the Trailways Conference. The Lourdes Academy Knights are in town to take on the homestanding Cambria Friesland Hilltoppers. Hi again, everybody. Mike Tronson with you at the football field. I'm joined by my good friend and partner, Tim Haldeman. Aiden Voigt is our engineer and videographer for tonight's broadcast, which is brought to you by our presenting video sponsors, Columbus Family Dental, Hometown Glass and Improvement, and the Beaver Dam Unified School District. Tonight's game also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Kladowski Real Estate, Slumberland, Pizza Ranch of Beaver Dam, Park Village Shopping Center, Richards Insurance, Preferred Dental Partners, Napleton Chevy Buick GMC, Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly, Gruber Law Office, Beaver Dam Tire and Service and Mayville Tire and Service, Air Care, Jerry's BP, Silica for your home, Moraine Park Technical College, Gardner Manufacturing, and Spartan Flooring. Welcome into our pregame show, everyone. Glad to have you with us on another gorgeous and warm Friday night for high school football. It is week 5. It is the halfway point of the regular season. Oh, by the way, it's homecoming here at Cambria Friesland this weekend. So a lot of excitement in the air, but two teams that can definitely, Tim, use a win. Tonight you've got Cambria Friesland at 2-2 overall. They're 1-1 in Trailways Conference play. And you and I saw their game last week, 5 miles down the road in Randolph, 22-0. The Rockets win that game. But we talked about it, Tim, how deceiving that score was because it was an 8-0 game for 3 quarters, basically. Cambria actually outgained Randolph in the game, but it was really 2 big special teams plays that set up a couple of Randolph touchdowns.
Very true, Mike. And I'll tell you what, we do one more Cambria Friesland game. You and I get invited to the team banquet, and we get a varsity letter. You know?
This is our third look at them, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we've sort of seen the best and maybe, something far from the best from the Hilltoppers this year. You know, we started out with a 60-8 romp over Rio Fall River, who has beaten some teams since. And, at that point, those young kids and their young quarterback were feeling pretty good about themselves. And then all of a sudden they, get a couple of losses, including the defeat last week at Randolph, as you mentioned, Mike. But like you say, very deceiving. They outgained the Rockets by some 60 to 70 yards throughout the game. And, this one tonight, personally, I expect to see a whole bunch of points in this one. This should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, we look at these two teams. We go inside the numbers with these two teams. Both of them can put points on the board. Cambria Friesland is averaging just over 41 points a game, and they got shut out last week, and they're still averaging 41 points a game. Meanwhile, Lourdes Academy averages 32 points per ball game. Now, tonight's game is a contrast in styles because Cambria Friesland, as many of our viewers know, they're a ground team. They run the ball, and they run the ball again. Pass once in a while, but they are primarily a ground attack. Well, it's kind of the opposite for Lourdes Academy. They are going to throw the ball, and the numbers here show it. Rushing yards a game, Cambria Friesland almost 300 yards a game rushing, only 162 for Lourdes Academy. However, on the flip side, the passing game, the Knights average just under 200 yards passing a game. Cambria Friesland only about 92 yards passing a game. And Lourdes Academy led by a very fine quarterback, Wade Lindahl, a senior. And he comes into this game tonight with already 750 passing yards on the season and 6 touchdowns. And, oh, by the way, he's the leading rusher on the team with 264 yards on the ground.
Well, yeah, no doubt a very talented athlete. And, Mike, when I got the roster, I'm looking at it, and I always, I have to put these people on my my stat sheet here, and I only see one running back listed. Well, I think that tells you something right there.
Tells you what they're going to run.
Right, exactly. And needless to say, when you see that type of thing, you always have a quarterback who likes to tuck it under, especially in the option plays that they run. And so you're going to see lots of that tonight. I think you're going to see a bunch of points tonight. I'd be surprised if we did, Mike.
Now, the Knights are 1-3 on the season. They won their season opener. They've dropped 3 in a row. Now, that's in large part to injuries. The injury bug has bitten them pretty hard. They're also a much younger team this year than they had been. So, as Coach Kevin Wopat was calling it, a lot of kids learning on the job. Baptism by fire, he called it. And so they have struggled a little bit. He said, at times we've been our own worst enemy. And he said to me that, coming into this game tonight, their motto is, let's make our own breaks. He said, we need to make our own breaks. And he still feels that this team is capable of going on a little run here in the second half of the season. But, 1-3, Cambria, I said, is 2-2. Really, both of these teams, they need this game. I hate to call it a must-win, but we're already at the halfway point. If you want to make the playoffs, this is a game you got to win. You got to win this game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And you mentioned Kevin Wopat, and Kevin is a personal friend of mine, and he takes this really seriously. Let me tell you. He's the kid grew up in Rio and went to Ripon College, and after a stop or so along the way, he's now ended up at Lourdes Academy as the athletic director. I think. Tell me if I'm wrong. Yep.
You are correct.
Athletic director, and also a very, very fine basketball referee. And I'm stretching the truth, of course, when I say that. But I hope some of his relatives are listening and watching in Rio area. But no, Kevin, I love him to death. And he's got, high school sports in his blood from the top of his bald spot to the bottom of his toes. Seriously, the guy just loves high school sports and works his tail off at his job, and he's got the best interest of these kids, just like any coach, Mike. Any coach at this level in a small community and a small high school of this nature, Mike, man, you've got a lot of things that's in your heart that gives you the reason why you're trying to help these young people bridge the gap from junior high to their college years and beyond. And, let's face it, Cambria Friesland as well has had a pretty good stint themselves in coaches, and now first-year coach in Jamie Lenk, who is, just carrying on the tradition, Mike.
Well, that's it. I mean, he obviously played in this program under the Hall of Famer Jim Bilesma. Played on a state championship team in 2002. He was an assistant coach the last several years and takes over the program this year, and he's done a very good job so far. And but again, they're all big. When you only play 9 games, they're all big. But here we are at the halfway point, and after the tough loss at Randolph last week, this is like I said, I don't, maybe I stopped short of saying must win, but it's important. This is no doubt an important game for both of these teams. The Knights won the coin flip, and they deferred their choice to the second half, so Cambria Friesland will receive the opening kickoff tonight. Let's give you the starting lineups. We'll start with the offense for the Hilltoppers. The quarterback is Dayton McBride, 5'10" 170-pound junior. Tailback Carter Drews, 6 feet tall, 200 pounds, and a senior. Fullback is Callan Drews, Carter's younger brother, 5'9", 215, and a sophomore. At wingback, Hoyt Helmer, a 6-footer, 180-pound sophomore. Tight end is Austin Evans, 6'1", 180, and a senior. And at wide receiver, Carson Bermania, 6'3", 180, and a senior. Looking at the offensive line, the left tackle is Bryce Retzloff, a 5'11", 260-pound sophomore. Left guard is Ashton Bruceveen, 6'2", 185, and a senior. In the middle, the center is Jackson Drews, 5'11", 200-pound junior. The right guard is Braden Bussey, 5'11", 275, and a senior. And at right tackle is Evan Capetta, 6'3", 270-pound senior. He's a transfer in this year from Watertown. He and his younger brother transferred in from Watertown for this season. Now the defensive starters for the Knights from Lourdes Academy. And they will start on the defensive line. The defensive ends are Remy Force, 6 foot tall, 194-pound senior. The other end is Harlan Keene, 6'3", 195, and a sophomore. Defensive tackles include Vinny Force, 6 feet tall, 220, and a senior, along with Tristan Gomez, a junior, 5'10", 229. The nose tackle is Jacob Bogardis, and he is a junior, 5 feet 8 inches tall, 171 pounds. Taking a look at the linebackers. On the outside, Ryder Mullen, 5'9", 158 and a junior, along with Johnny Santiago, 5'9", 153 and a junior. Inside linebackers include Brady Bauer, a sophomore at 6'1", 226, and Nolan Gibson, a sophomore at 5'11", 168. Looking at the secondary, the safeties are Michael Santiago, a sophomore, 5'10", 158, and Braden Stadinsky, a senior, 6'1", 161. And so those are your defensive starters for the Knights from Lourdes Academy. And we'll be underway here in just a moment. As I said, it's a beautiful night, a little bit warm for this time of year, as you all know it's been that way for the last week and a half or more. Not that we're complaining, because I heard that by Sunday the bottom is supposed to fall out, and the high on Sunday maybe only about 60 degrees. So, enjoy this while it's here, because these days of warmth are numbered. We're almost to October, folks. It's getting close. My wife was egging me on the other day, said, we got to get the Halloween stuff out. And I said, oh, boy.
Mine's been up for a week already.
Probably. I'm sure your wife was on you about that. And like I said, my wife
no.
about that.
Oh, are you kidding me?
No?
I won't take credit for this.
Oh, you won't?
That's her job.
Oh, okay.
All right? That's her job. She loves doing it. And I still, work a little bit for a living and, try to have a little fun each and every day. And that's one thing that she loves to do, and that's her job.
Okay. Well, then I stand corrected.
There you go.
But, it's that time of year. And, hard to believe that October is just around the corner. And, every time I go into the store now, I'm seeing more and more Halloween decorations and candy all over the place. So just a subtle reminder of what's to come. But now this is a great time of year, and beautiful night tonight here in Cambria as we are just minutes away from the kickoff. It's the Knights of Lourdes Academy and the Cambria Friesland Hilltoppers in a Trailways Conference game. Right now we're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll get you ready for the opening kickoff. Let's take a timeout, and we're back after this on Daily Dodge TV.
Are you ready for peace of mind? Chad Guzzi here, owner of Air Care in Beaver Dam. If you're tired of unexpected repair bills, you want to sign up for our Total Care plan. It ensures top performance and prolonged life of your heating and air conditioning equipment. Air Care's Total Care customers receive annual inspections, as well as a reduced maintenance rate, plus a 10% discount on all service repairs. Air Care, big enough to serve you, small enough to care. 920-356-8860.
American drivers overpay an average of $368 per year on their auto insurance. Why? Because, insurance is hard. It's complicated. It's time-consuming to get quotes from multiple companies, so we overpay. Or we call Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Make one call and receive a quote from a great company like Auto Owners Insurance. The team at Richards Insurance will literally do all the work for you. So if you could be saving money each month with an Auto Owners Insurance policy, you'll know about it. How much will you save with Richards Insurance? To find out, call Richards Insurance or stop in at 123 North Spring Street, downtown Beaver Dam. With offices in Columbus, Watertown, West Bend, and Oshkosh. With over 50 employees and hundreds of years insurance experience across 5 offices, you'll get full-service counseling with no obligation. Your auto owner's insurance carrier is Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Call 887-1615.
We'll be there with you. Richards Insurance of Beaver Dam.
You're watching the Daily Dodge pregame show.
For tonight's homecoming football game.
Make Moraine Park Technical College your first choice for an education tailored to your success and growth. With campuses in Beaver Dam, Fond du Lac, and West Bend, visit morainpark.edu/firstchoice. It's our high school football game of the week, Daily Dodge TV, brought to you by our presenting video sponsors, Columbus Family Dental, Hometown Glass and Improvement, and the Beaver Dam Unified School District. Tonight's game also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Kladowski Real Estate, Slumberland, Pizza Ranch of Beaver Dam, Park Village Shopping Center, Richards Insurance, Preferred Dental Partners, Napleton Chevy Buick GMC, Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly, Gruber Law Office, Beaver Dam Tire and Service and Mayville Tire and Service, Air Care, Jerry's BP, Silica for your home, Moraine Park Technical College, Gardner Manufacturing, and Spartan Flooring. Well, if you're tuned into the broadcast, we'd love to hear from you tonight. You can send us an email at sports@dailydodge.com. That is sports@dailydodge.com. Send us your name and where you're from, who you're cheering for. Put Cambria Friesland or Lourdes Academy in the subject line so I know it's you, but we'd love to hear from you if you're tuned in. Sports@dailydodge.com is where you can email the booth as always. And as I mentioned, Cambria Friesland will receive the opening kickoff. As you look on your Daily Dodge TV video screen, Cambria Friesland tonight wearing red jerseys with black pants. They've got red helmets and black numbers on the jerseys. Meanwhile, for Lourdes Academy, white jerseys with red numbers, black pants, and black helmets. And Cambria Friesland's going to go left to right as we see it in the first quarter of play. And it is going to be Ryder Mullen will kick it off for Lourdes Academy. Carter Drews and Hoyt Helmer are back deep for the Hilltoppers. Here we go. Glad you're with us. Here's the approach. Mullen's kick. It's an onside kick and fielded at the 47-yard line. Jumped on by Austin Evans. And wow, that was that was by design there, Tim. It sure looked like it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they tried a little onside kick to see if they would catch Cambria Friesland off guard. It didn't work as Evans was able to field that ball right about the 47-yard line where it's going to be 1st and 10. But, boy, it's a good thing he was awake because I tell you what, that could have been a big play right off the bat.
Mike, you can credit the coaching staff and the, everybody's a coach for the special teams. Yep. Everybody is. So kudos to those guys.
Dayton McBride out of the shotgun, 1st and 10, fakes the handoff. He's going to run straight ahead, and he gets tackled just shy of the 50-yard line, and that was Vinny Force, a defensive tackle that grabbed on and limited the damage to a gain of 2 to the 49, 2nd and 8. I was talking with Jamie Link about homecoming this week, and I said, do you have to guard? Do you worry at all, Coach, about the kids getting distracted because there's so many other things going on? Do you worry about focus? Well, I think that shows you right there on the kickoff, at least, that they come in pretty focused.
One player was, for sure.
One player was for sure. 2nd and 8 from their own 49 for the Hilltoppers. And McBride rolling to the near side, options, and it is grabbed there by Drews. Carter Drews across the 50, down to about the 48, maybe the 47 of Lourdes Academy. And Vinny Force was there. Tristan Gomez was there defensively. A couple of white jerseys for the Knights. And it's another pickup of, about 2.5, 3?
He got 3.
All right, we'll give him 3. It's 3rd and 5.
The guy doing the official yardage over here, he's been a little skimpy, though, so far.
Okay, well,
he gave a yard on the first play and 2 yards on the second play.
He's just sitting right over here.
Well, that's okay. Well, it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5, Hilltoppers from the 48-yard line of the Knights. Dayton McBride under center. Lines are down. Takes the snap. Inside counter. This is Hoyt Helmer across the 40. Inside the 30. And he is finally dragged down at about the 28-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle by the safety, Braden Stadinsky. But they ran a counter. We've seen them run that a couple of times in each of the previous games we broadcast for them, Tim. They run it pretty well, and that is a big gain or a 1st down for the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, and it's a slow developing play, and you have to handle the ball twice, and they did it flawlessly.
And that's, about a 20-yard gain?
Exactly.
Yep. Here's a handoff. Right side goes Carter Drews. Turning the corner, stiff arms a man, gets down inside the 20, 15, 10, and pushed out of bounds inside the 5. Carter Drews with a big run down the near sideline, and he used a big stiff arm to help get some more yardage on that. Let's see where they mark it here.
Right at the 5, so he got 23 yards.
Or 23, yeah, beg your pardon. First and goal for the Hilltoppers. We're 1 minute and 58 seconds into the first quarter. No score as of yet, but they're threatening. First and goal, Cambria Friesland at the 5-yard line. McBride's under center, surveys the defense. They motion a man, and the handoff to Carter Drews through a hole left side. Did he get it? No.
Down about between the two.
Him.
I'm going to put him at the 3.
Yeah, it's tough to tell, but he picked up a couple.
Carter Drews picks up about 2 yards.
Yeah, they're going to give him 2 to the 3, just like you said, Tim, and it'll be second and goal from the 3, 9:36 and counting in a scoreless first quarter on the Gruber Law Office's scoreboard, but that could change at any moment. And I know both of these teams, both these coaches, when I talked to them this week, said they wanted to get off to a quick start. Cambria's got a chance to do that right here. Second and goal for the Toppers. From the 3, McBride back under center. McBride turns around, hands it off. That's Callan Drews. Bounces off a man. Second effort into the end zone. Touchdown, Cambria Friesland. A 3-yard run for Callan Drews, and it's 6-0 Hilltoppers. 9:09 to go in the first quarter.
5 plays, and let's see, they started out at their own 47, so that was 53 yards in 2 minutes and 51 seconds. Mike, who needs a computer for those stats?
You don't.
No.
Not when we got you.
Hey, thanks very much.
Not when we got you.
I'm a little overpaid, though.
Hilltoppers going to go for 2, as they usually do, and they're going to snap it direct to Carter Drews, who will run straight ahead and taking the pile with him. Did he get in? Yes!
Yep.
2-point conversion, so Callan Drews with the touchdown. Carter Drews with a 2-point conversion. 8-0 Cambria Friesland. And we're 2 minutes and 58 seconds into the game. We're back in 1 minute. Back in 1 minute on Daily Dodge TV.
Hi, this is Dr. Adam Forster at Columbus Family Dental. If you've been unhappy with your smile, it's time that you come and see us. Our team of doctors are waiting to help you get your smile back. We'll take the time to talk with you and treat you like a member of our family, not just another number. Whether it's a whole mouth makeover or simply a little tweak, we'll find the right solution that fits you. For your free, no-pressure consultation, call us today at 623-5559.
Your Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly and Beaver Dam knows that Wisconsinites take tailgating seriously, and they'll help you take it to the next level with their award-winning Fox Brothers brats and everything you need, whether you're at the game or enjoying it at home. Fox Brothers award-winning exclusive recipes use only the highest quality ingredients you'll taste with every bite and every brat. Try their 11 Grand Champion brats and sausages, including their pre-cooked Fox Brothers original brats, spicy Southwest chicken brats, and Philly cheese brats. Check them out online at foxbrospigglywiggley.com.
All right, back to live action. Here's the approach and the ensuing kick. It's an end-over-end kick, and it will be fielded and actually fumbled and then fallen on Brady Bauer. Where's number 0? Came up on the near side of the field, had a little trouble handling it, and after bobbling it, he was able to fall on it at the 30-yard line, and that's where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Knights. But right now on the Gruber Law Office's one call, that's all scoreboard, it is Cambria Friesland 8 and Lourdes Academy nothing. But it's early. Again, we're only 2 minutes and 57 seconds into this contest. And the Knights going right to left. Quarterback Wade Lindahl. He's a good one. We talked about him a little bit, gave some stats in the pregame show. Out of the gun, takes the snap, throws right side, caught. And the catch is made over at the 35-yard line by Braden Stadinsky, senior wide receiver, 6'1", 161. He was tackled by Carson Bermania.
The key, Mike, is to
6-yard pickup
on those short passes is to limit the yardage gained after the catch. That's key in this kind of offense.
2nd and 4 now. Knights on their own 36, and this time it is a keeper. And Lindahl very close to a first down, but he's going to be short by about maybe a yard.
Did
so
Lindahl keep that?
Up 3, yes, he did.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Lindahl kept it.
Boy, I'll tell you, he rid the the fullback for a long time. It was very difficult to tell who had the football.
3rd and 1. They've got it on their own 39. Out of the gun, Lindahl, he's going to keep it again. Straight ahead, got a first down across the 40 and met near the 43-yard line. And there were red jerseys there to greet him, including Carter Drews, who made the initial hit. And not before Lindahl was able to pick up a fresh set of downs for the Knights, who have a 1st and 10 now at their own 43-yard line after a gain of about 4 on that last play.
Lindahl picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, 2 receivers to each side. Lindahl out of the gun, they motion a man, and they will hand it off. Bauer, the ball carrier, and he is going to get stuffed right near the line of scrimmage. There were a couple of defenders waiting for him. Carter Drews was there again, among others. And Bauer on the carry. Boy, he got a yard, but boy, he had to do all he could just to get that 1 yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. Brady Bauer, we'll talk about him a little more in a second here. On 2nd and 9, ooh, there was movement on the right side of the Cambria defensive line, but he got back. Now the snap back to Lindahl. Here comes pressure. Throws. It is incomplete as he wanted to hit Stadinsky over on the right sideline. We were talking on the previous play about Brady Bauer. Brady Bauer, 2nd leading rusher on the team. 4 touchdowns, 233 yards on the ground coming into the game.
That pass was catchable over there on the far sideline, and now it forces the Lourdes Academy here into a passing situation. Exactly what Cambria Friesland defense is looking for.
3rd and 9, pump fake. Running with it now is Lindahl, being chased by Carter Drews. He's just going to run out of bounds over on the far side of the field because there were a couple of defenders nearby. In fact, Callan Drews was coming right at him and picked up about a yard, maybe 2. It'll be 4th down now for the Knights. 6:56 to go in the first period on the Gruber Law Office's one call, that's all scoreboard. It's 8-0 Cambria Friesland. And right now a punting situation here for the Knights as Lindahl, not only the quarterback, he's also the punter. There's nobody back deep for Cambria. And here's the punt, and it's a very short, wobbly punt. Oh, this is going to go out. Well, it's going to die at the 36-yard line of Cambria Friesland, but my goodness.
19-yard punt.
That was a 19-yard punt. Yep,
Whoa.
That's all he got out of that one. And so the Hilltoppers going to set up shop with really good field position. 6:48 to go in period 1. 8-0. Cambria Friesland with the lead on your Gruber Law Office's one call, that's all scoreboard. Mike Tronson, Tim Haldeman with you. Aiden Voigt is in the house, as per usual. The ATM team is here tonight. And on 1st and 10 for the Toppers from their own 36. McBride turns around. Another counter play. Helmer, he's got it, pushing forward and gets 2, maybe 3. I think they'll mark him probably around the 39. That would be a gain of 3 on the play. Yep, and it'll be 2nd and 7. There's that exact same counter we were talking about earlier. This time, though, only a 3-yard pickup as the Knights were ready for it.
And number 14, Johnny Santiago.
Approaching the halfway point of the first period. Second and 7, Cambria Friesland on their own 39-yard line. And McBride will hand it off. Carter Drews stumbles, and he gets out across the 40 to about the 44. That's going to be a gain of 4, actually close to 5 on the play. We'll give it 5, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 for the Hilltoppers. I mentioned it's homecoming here at Cambria Friesland.
Well, I'll tell you what, Carter Drews got himself a nice block by Ivan, is it Leah?
Leah, yeah.
Yep, very nice.
And the handoff, Carter Drews, and he
got it.
should have enough. He needed 2, he got about 3. And that's going to move the chains for the Hilltoppers. Yeah, you've got the marching band here in full uniform tonight. There are some cheerleaders, some youngsters down there. Youth cheerleaders are here.
The junior high cheerleaders are here tonight.
And,
holy moly.
They had some good food over at the concession stand. I had a walking taco before the broadcast tonight. I haven't eaten much today. That came in handy. That hit the spot. The dance is tomorrow night. 1st and 10, Toppers on their own 47. And the pitch is to Helmer, left side, breaks a tackle. 45,
nice
trying to
move.
cut to the corner and gets near midfield. Taken down right near the midfield stripe, and they will mark him right on the 50, as a matter of fact. So that's a pickup of 3 yards. 2nd and 7 now for Cambria Friesland. 4:37 and counting left in the first quarter. And on the Gruber Law Office's scoreboard, 8-0 Toppers lead.
You busy tomorrow night, Mike?
Am I? Yes, I am, as a matter of fact.
Son of a gun.
Yes.
Doggone it. Well, I got time to sneak over here tomorrow night.
You do, huh?
Yeah.
Go to the dance?
Never know.
If I was going to be around, I'd say save one for me. Yeah, save a dance for him. 2nd and 8. Handoff.
Uh-oh.
And this is Carter Drews, and he's going nowhere. Being
Ball's on the
ball's
ground.
out. The ball came out, and I can't see it in the mass of humanity. And it's Knights' ball. The Knights have recovered. And it looks as though it was Harlan Keene recovered the fumble for Lourdes Academy. Well, that play just wasn't going anywhere to start with, and Carter Drews was trying to make something out of what was eventually nothing and lost the ball. Keene recovers, and that's a huge break for Lourdes Academy. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the Hilltopper 47-yard line.
Carter Drews is going to figure it out someday that when you are being hung on to and there is a large amount of cavalry right there to knock you to the ground, just give it up, just go to the ground.
Out of the gun is Lindahl on 1st and 10. They motion a man. That's Santiago. He bobbled the snap. He's going to run with it. 45, 40. Still on his feet. Down to the 35-yard line goes Wade Lindahl. First down and more. As he takes it all the way to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of
21.
Pardon me?
21. He started at the 45.
He started at the 47. The 47 of Cambria. Yep.
Oh, okay.
So it was only a 14-yard gain.
Okay,
now he wants to throw, and he throws, and the catch is made. And the receiver running along the near sideline stumbled and went down. The catch was made by Matt Yagi. He's a junior, 5'10", 152. And he picked up 9 yards on that pass play, the pass from Lindahl to Yagi. And it'll be 2nd and 1, or a long one or a short 2. You take your pick, with 3:22 and counting left in period 1. 8-0 Hilltoppers lead, but right now the Knights driving after that turnover they forced. 2nd and a short 2. Out of the gun, the throw, and the catch is made, and that is Yagi again. And Yagi has the first down. He only needed about a yard and a half, and he was able to haul that one in for a gain of, I'm giving 3 almost there, I think. We say 3.
Made by number 8, Dayton McBride, and number 20.
McBride on the stop. But the chains move, and it's 1st and 10. Knights on the Cambria Friesland 23. And this is Lindahl through a hole right side, cuts to the middle, gets inside the 20. And then he's brought down around the 19.
Lindahl with a gain of
Lindahl
3 yards on the play.
picks up 4, and it's 2nd and 6.
Tackled by number 21, Alex Raymond.
Ball's at the 19-yard line. 2:24 and counting left in this opening stanza. On 2nd and 6. Fake the handoff. This is Lindahl, left side. 15, 10,
it's coming
5.
back.
And there's
Coming
a flag
back.
on the play. Penalty laundry on the field, and this one would appear to be in the area of a hold, but we'll see. We'll get the call from our official.
It was on the offensive,
on the offense.
the offensive receiver out here on this side. He had a couple of guys that were would-be tacklers, and that's where the penalty flag got thrown right in between the two of them. I couldn't tell who the guilty party was, but it was one of the offensive ends.
So, a holding penalty on the offense. They mark the ball, I should say, inside the 20 at about the 18. 2nd and 6. Out of the gun is Lindahl. Lindahl Checking his wristband. Now takes the snap. He's going to run with it. 15. Left side he goes. Breaks the tackle. 10. Spins inside the 10 before he's finally tackled on the play by Alex Raymond. But a good run for Lindahl. I mentioned not only is the quarterback, but he's the leading rusher on this Knights team.
Well, Mike, he's quick.
Yes, he is.
He's quick. Let's take a look and see what they list him at here as far as they list him at 6 foot 193. I think he's got a box of rocks in both pockets, to be very honest.
The ball's at the 8-yard line. First and goal for the Knights on the 8. And this is Lindahl and the keeper straight ahead, pushing the pile towards the 5-yard line. And then I lost him. He disappeared into that pile of bodies, but I think he got 3. Yep, they mark it right at the 5. Second and goal for the Knights from the 5, trying to punch one in and possibly get even in this game. It's 8-0 Cambria Friesland on the Gruber Law Office's scoreboard. Clock is running, 1 minute to go first quarter. But a chance here, big chance for the Knights to get even.
Mike, Buddy Bauer just
Brady
limped
Bauer?
off. Brady Bauer, pardon me, just walked off the field on the far side. Looked like an ankle to me, and he's still a little gimpy on the far side. He goes both ways, of course.
Second and goal from the 5. Snap back to Lindahl. He's going to run with it to the 5, to the end zone. He dives and touchdown, Lourdes Academy. Lindahl with a 5-yard run, 35 seconds left in period number 1, and it's an 8-6 Cambria Friesland lead.
Three minutes and 31 seconds on the drive, 7 plays, and they started out at their.
They're going to go for 2.
One.
Lindahl back to throw, fires, caught, and into the end zone for the 2-point conversion goes Matt Yagi. And just like that, we are all even at 8 apiece, 35 seconds left in the first quarter. Let's take a 1-minute break. We're back in 1 minute. Daily Dodge TV.
Cheer. Now cheer louder. Any accomplishment worth doing is worth doing with all your heart and soul. The entire team at Hometown Glass and Improvement knows that dedication, time, and respect can lead to greatness. When practicing free throws, running for a touchdown, or installing new windows and doors, it is commitment to something larger than oneself that creates a legacy. So keep cheering for your hometown team. Hometown Glass and Improvement online at hometownglass.com.
Jerry's Automotive in Beaver Dam is a champion of our local schools. Team up with Jerry's Automotive.
Are you ready
by
for
pumping
peace
your
of
gas
mind?
at their Spirit
Chad
Pump,
Guzzi here,
where 2
owner
cents
of
of
Air
every
Care in
gallon
Beaver
is
Dam.
donated to a
If you're
local
tired
school
of
each
unexpected
month. Jerry's Automotive also provides exceptional vehicle service and repairs and a great selection of convenience items. Visit Jerry's Automotive Center, WI.com, and on Facebook. Jerry's Automotive, 700 North Spring Street in Beaver Dam, across the street from Beaver Dam Food Pride.
And as we come back, the kickoff is going to go out of bounds on the far side of the field. So the Knights tying things up here, Tim Haldeman, and they cash in off the Cambria Friesland turnover.
Well, Mike, that was the key, and I guarantee you Carter Drew is going to look back at the film, and he's just going to tell himself, hey, when it's time to go down, it's time to go down. You just can't continue to fight like that when you've got 3-4 other guys that are ready to wrap up and pull the ball out of your arms. You just can't do that at this level.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for Cambria Friesland from their own 35. Speaking of 35, we have 35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now tied at 8 on the Gruber Law Office's one call that's all scoreboard. 1st and 10 Hilltoppers. And this is McBride, fakes the handoff, play action, throws, caught. At the 45, he gets upended. The catch was made by Garrett Scherdsma. Wearing number 36, 6 foot 1 inch, 200-pound sophomore tight end. And that's a first down and more as he got out near midfield. 12-yard pickup to the 47, or close to 13, yes.
Yeah, that was a good-looking play. Not only did he have Scherdzma in the intermediate zone, he also had a guy long as well. Very honestly, could have gone to either one, but picked out his target in Scherdzma. That's the end of the quarter, Mike. Good first quarter.
It was a good first quarter. At the end of one on the Gruber Law Office's scoreboard, we're tied at 8. Back in 1 minute on Daily Dodge TV.
This is Abby Klodowski with Klodowski Real Estate. We know leaving a home can be emotional, exciting, and scary. Whether you are downsizing, relocating, or upsizing, our family business would love the honor of walking you through the process of finding a new homeowner for the house you've loved and cared for. We look forward to the opportunity to get you through the home sale process with care and skill. If you are considering selling your home or you have questions about selling in the future, call your trusted real estate advisors at Klodowski Real Estate, 920-219-9212.
Are you ready to score big on home comfort? Cheer on our area athletes with McKinstry's Home Furnishings. From plush recliners to luxurious sofas, stylish bedroom sets to cozy area rugs, and all the accessories you need to make your home a winner. Whether you're outfitting your man cave or upgrading your living room with MVP style, McKinstry's has you covered. Game on with McKinstry's Home Furnishings, where winning starts at home.
Year after year, McKinstry's.
Mike, Tim, and Aiden back at Cambria Friesland High School. Daily Dodge TV presents the high school football game of the week. Second quarter of this Trailways Conference tilt getting underway with Cambria Friesland and Lourdes Academy tied at 8 apiece on the Gruber Law Office scoreboard. Cambria Friesland goes right to left as we see it in the second quarter. They start with a 1st and 10 at their own 47. Moving right to left. Counter play, same one they've run before a couple of times, and across midfield with the carry is Hoyt Helmer. Helmer picked up 5 yards, and they'll mark him at the 47-yard line of the Knights. 2nd and 5 coming up as the second quarter is now underway.
Helmer now 4 carries on 31 yards, of course, assisted by that initial 20-yard gain on his first carry of the night.
On 2nd and 5, back to throw McBride, launching it near side. It's caught. Carter Drews, 45, cuts to the middle, 40, inside the 40, down to the 35-yard line before being tackled right around the 35. He was brought down on the play by Tristan Gomez, the defensive tackle, but another first down, as that is a pickup of 12 yards. You know, I don't think I mentioned it after Callan Drews scored the touchdown earlier, but Callan Drews now with 6 touchdowns on the year. His brother Carter entered this game with 10. So the two of them through the first 4+ games, 16 touchdowns. We call them the Drews brothers. At least I do anyways.
Makes sense. 10. Makes sense, Mike.
Yeah.
You're quite original with that one.
And a flag on the play as the ball was snapped. Cambria is clapping. So this may go on the Knights.
Offsides called against Lourdes.
You know, I mentioned I talked to Jamie Link. It was an offside call on Oshkosh Lourdes, and so 5-yard walk-off. It'll be 1st and 5, but I was talking to head coach Jamie Link, and I said, I noticed that last week you were rotating Carter Drews in at quarterback a little bit, you know, on certain plays. And he says, yeah, he says, we have a simple name for that. He goes, we call it the Drews backfield. Makes sense to me. 1st and 5 after the penalty. Hilltoppers have it on the Knights' 30-yard line. Under center is McBride as he rolls to the right. Going to tuck it under 30, 25, and gets to about the 23-yard line before he was upended there by Nolan Gibson, one of the linebackers. But easily another first down. And they'll mark it at the 24-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. We are now 2 minutes into the second quarter, still 8-8. We're tied on the Gruber Law Office's scoreboard. Toppers break the huddle, single receiver to the left. Wingbacks left and right. McBride, quick drop, throws, caught. Carson Bermania breaking a tackle, 15, 10, 5. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cambria Friesland. Carson Bermania hauls in the pass from Dayton McBride. The play goes for 24 yards and 6 points. It's now 14-8, Hilltoppers.
Pretty simple play in that situation, Mike. The intended receiver takes a quick step downfield and then comes back two. It's just one-on-one with the cornerback out here. He sidestepped him and was also able to get past the safety into the end zone, broke a couple of tackles for 6 points.
All right, now the 2-point conversion try. And they snap it. It was snapped right to Carter Drews, who is lined up as the de facto quarterback. He takes it in for 2 more. 16-8, Cambria Friesland on the Gruber Law Office's scoreboard. 9:34 to go in the second quarter. We're back in 1 minute. Back in 1 minute, Daily Dodge TV.
When it comes to a winning lineup, turn to the selection of new and pre-owned vehicles at Napleton GM in Beaver Dam. Their team goes the extra mile to provide a winning experience, from hassle-free financing options to exceptional customer service. It's like having a dedicated cheering section cheering you on in every step of the vehicle purchase. Give the team at Napleton GM in Beaver Dam a call at 920-885-3301 or visit napleton151.com and find new roads with their winning inventory.
The winter weather can play havoc on your hands and hair. Fear not, the folks at Wonder Nails and Spa has just the ticket for you. Call 887-4374 and let them pamper you. Let them chase away those winter blues. Let's talk hair. Long, beautiful hair, shining, whoa, I digress. The team of cost cutters will put a shimmer and shine to your mood, and their retail products are the best in the business. Call 885-0437 today. That's why you hear everyone say, I shop Park Village Shopping Center, and you should too.
All right, here's the approach and the kickoff. End over end kick, and fielded it around the 23-yard line to the 25, 30, 35, and now getting stood up and pushed back. On the return was Matt Yagi. And they're going to mark him at the 37 maybe, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Knights. 16-8. Cambria Friesland now in front by 8 again.
That last scoring drive for the Hilltoppers, 5 plays, 3 minutes and 1 second, 65 yards. A very nice drive.
Brady Bauer, he's back in the game, takes the handoff on 1st and 10 from his own 37. Left side he goes across the 40. And they'll mark him at the 41, gain of 4, 2nd and 6 coming up now.
Tackled by number 60, Ashton Busby.
Out of the gun on 2nd and 6. Being chased is Lindahl, and he will...
Lindahl picks up about a yard.
About a yard is all he is going to get out of that. Third and 5.
Number 73, Braden Bussey.
3rd and 5 for the Knights. They've got it
20, Omar
at their own 43-yard line. 8:28 in counting left until intermission. Been a pretty entertaining first half. There's a quick throw, and a catch is made. Yagi, and he will get tackled short of the sticks.
He's a good yard short.
Dayton McBride was out there defensively. He had some teammates along with him. It's going to be 4th and 1 after a gain of 4 on the pass play. But a 4th and 1, and you're at the 46-yard line, your own 46. It appears they're going to be going for it here.
Sure does. You know,
all right, 4th and 1. Here we go. Out of the gun, Lindahl takes the snap. He's going to run, and he'll pick up the first down, cross the 50, and he gets taken down at about the 47-yard line. Tackled on the play by Ashton Bruceveen, but that's got a bit of a gutsy call there early.
He got 7.
And he got the first down. keeps the drive going for the Knights. 1st and 10 now on the 47 of Cambria Friesland. 3 receivers left. Trips to the left. 1 to the right out of the gun. Lindahl here takes the snap, throwing downfield, and it is incomplete.
Nice job.
It was intended for Yagi, and there was great coverage by Dayton McBride. McBride, the cornerback, was with him stride for stride, and it's an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, Lindahl's got an arm, we know that, and just couldn't connect there on that play.
Mike, you mentioned trips left. Well, what does that set up? It sets up man for man on the near side with a couple of really, really good athletes. It was mano upon mano on that particular situation. That time, the defense, Drews, came out the winner. Or pardon me, McBride.
All right, same formation. Trips left. This is Lindahl, avoids a tackle in the backfield, running with it inside the 45 and gets down near the 43.
Lindahl, ball carrier.
Braden Bussey on the stop.
5 on the play.
But not before the Knights pick up 5, courtesy of the legs of Wade Lindahl. 3rd and 5 coming up.
11 carries for 58 yards already for Wade Lindahl out of the quarterback spot.
Ball officially at the Hilltopper 42-yard line. They motion a man. Now he's going to set. 2 receivers on each side. Out of the gun, Lindahl with Brady Bauer, the lone setback behind him. Now what are we waiting for? We're getting a play from the sideline, maybe? Okay, now we're ready. Lindahl to throw. Launching it downfield. Caught! Inside the 20, down to the 10-yard line. That was Johnny Santiago hauling it in from Lindahl. Big gainer. It's going to be first down at the, just shy actually, of the 10-yard line.
23 yards on the pass reception.
And I'm just trying to see
that was a bit of a circle route, Mike.
Yeah. So I think they can get another first down without scoring a touchdown. Yeah, this is first and
the sticks
the
are
11.
Up.
Yep.
Sticks are up.
1st and 10 from the 11. Lindahl handing it up. Bauer through a hole down to the 5, and he gets taken down just around the 5-yard line.
Brady Bauer.
Yeah, Lindahl will throw and throw and throw. All of a sudden, bam, they're going to hand it off, and Bauer's going to do that. As Bauer picks up about 4, it's going to be 2nd and 6 from the 7. 5:37 and counting left in the second quarter on the Gruber Law Office's scoreboard. 16-8 Cambria Friesland. Trips left, 1 receiver to the right. Lindahl out of the gun, Bauer behind him, takes the snap. Lindahl looking to throw across the middle. It is incomplete, in and out of the hands of Ryder Mullen, the intended receiver. And boy, he just was not able to hang on to it. There was a defender with him, but it was a really good throw, and he just couldn't hang on.
Yeah, that was a real quick square in from the slot man on the left side. Hit him right between the numbers.
3rd and 6. Hand off Bauer. Spins inside the 5. Dives! And did he get in? Yes! Yep. Touchdown, Lourdes Academy. Bauer running it in from 7 yards out with 5:16 to go until halftime. It's now 16-14 Cambria Friesland, but Bauer getting his first touchdown of the game.
4 minutes and 9 seconds off the second quarter clock. It took them 8 plays. They went 73 yards, Mike.
And now a 2-point conversion try for the Knights to try and tie this up. 2 receivers on each side. Lindahl to throw.
Whoa, he wasn't
I'm
looking.
Not sure what the receiver I don't think was looking. Pass incomplete. So the 2-point conversion fails. It's now 16-14 Cambria Friesland. And we will take a 1-minute break. We're back in 1 minute on Daily Dodge TV.
Here at Pizza Ranch, we'd like to thank our Swedish friends for bringing the buffet to America. They called it the smorgasbord, but it was a success anyway. So we started our own buffet and loaded it up with pizza, chicken, sides, salads, and cactus bread. And you can even request any pizza you want anytime you visit. We call it Buffet Your Way, because smorgasbord your way, well, that doesn't rhyme at all. Pizza Ranch.
Check out your local Pizza Ranch in Beaver Dam, Watertown, or Waupun, or check out pizzaranch.com. At Preferred Dental Partners, our core values are more than just something we put on our wall. They're something we live out. Core value number 2 is the wow experience. This means that from the moment you walk in the door until the time you leave, we want to provide an experience for our patients that is unlike anything you've had before. There are lots of choices of dentists, and we never want anyone to feel they have to be here. We want them to choose to be here because they feel heard, welcomed, and well cared for. If you want to see what the wow experience is about, call or text Preferred Dental Partners today.
Onside
Another
kick.
onside kick as we come back, and that one is recovered by Cambria Friesland. And that was Garrett Scherdsma who was able to recover. Second time the Knights have tried that this evening. They tried it on the opening kickoff, it didn't work, and they try it here, and it didn't work again. 5:15 to go, first half. On the Gruber Law Office's scoreboard, it's Cambria Friesland 16 and Lourdes Academy 14, and because of that, Cambria Friesland now with a short field. 1st and 10 on the 49-yard line of the Knights. Handoff. Coming to the near side, Carter Drews, 50, 45 cutback, 40, still on his feet, inside the 35, and he gets tackled around the 34-yard line. Carter Drews with another nice run. He's going to pick up 15 yards and a first down for the Hilltoppers.
7 carries of the night for Carter Drews, leading ball carrier for the Hilltoppers. 7 carries for 48 yards, and unfortunately for him, the 1 turnover. That's very, very important in this one so far.
1st and 10 now for the Hilltoppers on the Lourdes Academy 34-yard line. Full house backfield, and the handoff goes to Helmer. Right side he goes, and not much happening as he gets stood up near the line of scrimmage. I don't know that he got anything on that play. We'll see if the officials feel otherwise.
Helmer stopped for no gain on the play.
But it's no gain. I was right. 4:17 to go in the first quarter. Next week, we head to Poynette, Tim Haldeman. That's our game of the week. It's Poynette and Marquezan, Eastern Suburban Conference football. We'll be on the air with pregame show around 6:40, kickoff at 7 o'clock here on Daily Dodge TV.
Been a while since we've been there, Mike.
I have not been there in a long time. And the handoff, Toppers keep it on the ground. Short gain up the middle by Carter Drews.
Carter Drews picks up a yard.
He got a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 9. Yeah, it's been probably decades since I've been to Poynette, but we're going to have Poynette and Marquezan next. That was a TBA game. They weren't sure what game they were going to pick up that night, and we're going to Poynette, so hey, something a little different. Oh, and Aiden, you're not coming with us to Poynette. Who's coming to Poynette? Corey? Oh man, I didn't know. I didn't say that was okay. Nobody asked my permission. I'm just teasing. 3rd and 8. A long 8 or a short 9. You take your pick. From the 33-yard line. Snap to McBride. He's going to run with it. McBride, left side. And he gets taken down at around the 27, maybe the 26. It's going to bring up 4th down. Now, this is 4-down territory here. You're obviously not going to kick a field goal, and a punt would do you next to nothing. So it's going to be 4th and about 3 for the Hilltoppers from the Lourdes Academy 27-yard line.
4th and about 3 for the Hilltoppers.
Rapidly approaching halftime. 2.5 minutes and counting left to play in the first half, and we have our first timeout of the evening called by the Hilltoppers. This timeout brought to you by our good friends at McKinstry's Home Furnishings. They're under the red awning in downtown Beaver Dam. So a timeout, 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go first half. We'll keep it here with Cambria Friesland leading Lourdes Academy 16-14 on your Gruber Law Office's One Call, That's All scoreboard. Tonight's game brought to you by our presenting video sponsors, Columbus Family Dental, Hometown Glass and Improvement, and the Beaver Dam Unified School District. Tonight's game also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Klodowski Real Estate, Slumberland, Pizza Ranch of Beaver Dam, Park Village Shopping Center, Richards Insurance, Preferred Dental Partners, Napleton Chevy Buick GMC, Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly, Gruber Law Office, Beaver Dam Tire and Service and Mayville Tire and Service, Air Care, Jerry's BP, Silica for your home, Moraine Park Technical College, Gardner Manufacturing, and Spartan Flooring. All right, after the timeout, 4th and 3 for the Hilltoppers on the Knights' 27. McBride under center. They motion a man. McBride going to run with it. He's going to tuck it under. And did he get it? Yes, he got the first down off the right side. I was waiting to see if he might pitch it, and he kept it. And McBride on the keeper with a big first down. Takes it from the 27 down to the 22, gain of 5, and a 1st and 10 for the Hilltoppers. 2:12 and counting left until halftime.
He got a really good block from his right tackle that just pushed everybody inside on that right side of the offensive formation and had a trailing back, but opted to tuck it under and get the easy first down.
All right, on 1st and 10 from the 22. McBride again coming to the near side. Now options. Carter Drews, 20. Hurdles a man, flag in the play as he's down inside the 15. There is a flag down. Carter Drews was down. There is a Knights defender that was slow to get up. Now he is up. That was Harlan Keene.
Well, that one's going to go on the offensive end out here on the near sideline. The referees are discussing it.
Waiting for our signal. And now we're going to get it.
Block in the back.
Block in the back on Cambria.
Block in the back.
Oh, there were 2 flags. Okay, there were 2 fouls. So they declined the block in the back, but they accepted the hold.
Okay.
If I read that right. So there were 2 fouls by the offense, and the Knights declining the block in the back, but accepting the holding call. So they're going to mark the ball back at the 30-yard line, and it is going to be first and about 20 maybe?
Let's see, the ball's on the...
Well,
about 19.
About 19 maybe, I guess a little closer, right?
Give or take.
All right, so on 1st and long, ball back of the 31 after the holding penalty was accepted. McBride running, cuts back, gets to the 25 and to about the 24 before he was tackled on the play. And that tackle made by Brady Bauer.
Clock is running. They got 2 timeouts remaining.
Let's say he got about
5.
What do they mark?
Pardon me. He got 7.
7, yeah, because he's at the 24. So 7-yard pickup, 2nd and about 12 or a little less than that. 70 seconds and counting left in the half. 2-point game on the Gruber Law Office's scoreboard. 2nd and a short 12. And McBride back to throw. Now being flushed out of the pocket, going to tuck it under. He's to the 20, 15, sidesteps a defender, and now
he didn't get out of bounds.
No, he didn't.
Oh, yes, he did. They said he did.
Oh, I thought he did.
Oh, my goodness. I didn't think he did either, Mike. From our angle up here, he sure didn't look like he got out of bounds. But the referee standing right there said he got out of bounds.
And he's got a first down, too.
Oh, that's why he stopped the clock.
Yeah, okay, that makes
All
sense.
right.
Right.
Yeah, he got about 10 yards on the play.
Okay, so that's exactly, I mean, as soon as I saw that. So the ball is now spotted at the 12. 1st and 10, Cambria, Friesland, 46 seconds left in the half. They'd love to punch it in one more time before they go to the locker room.
And 2 timeouts in their pocket.
Here's McBride running to the right. Options. Ooh. It's on the ground, and it's going to be recovered by Lourdes Academy. The pitch went to Carter Drews. He never got the hands on it. It was on the ground, and Lourdes Academy recovers another Cambria Friesland fumble. You know, looking at the, we didn't talk about this much in the pregame, but coming into the game, Cambria Friesland +7 on the season as far as turnover differential. In this game, they're -2.
Well, they had the football for just a little bit over 4.5 minutes, Mike, and no points on the board. And the Lourdes Academy dodged a bit of a bullet right there, Mike, very honestly. I'll tell you what, McBride had the opportunity, I thought, to pitch the ball sooner, and he had Drews trailing. He tried to do a little juke on the defensive back to see which way he was going to go. Give credit to the defensive back who held his ground and very honestly ended up recovering the fumble.
1st and 10 for the Knights on their own 11-yard line. Lindahl handing it off, and I was wondering, Tim, might they be a little conservative here, backed up against their own goalpost? Half a minute and counting left in the first half, and they're within 2, and they don't want to do anything to give the ball back or turn it over themselves. So, this is what I thought they might do. They're just playing it conservative. They're going to be content to go into the locker room down 2, knowing they get the second half kickoff.
Agreed.
They're not even going to snap it again. Cambria is not going to stop the clock, even though they had 2 timeouts. So that's the way the first half will quietly come to an end. We've played 2 here at Cambria Friesland High School. And at intermission on the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All scoreboard, it is Cambria Friesland 16 and Lourdes Academy 14. Stay with us. We'll take a 3-minute break. We're back in 3 minutes on Daily Dodge TV.
At Silica, we've built a reputation for selling the best appliances and servicing everything we sell. Standing by our customers is what makes us grow, and with 3 locations, our service area covers a huge part of the state. That's why when you see our thousands of online reviews, these are the words you most commonly see. Great service after the sale. That keeps us moving ahead for over 100 years. You won't get that with the big box stores. See for yourself why your neighbors say it's Silica for your home.
Hey, it's Stacy with Slumberland, Beaver Dam in Watertown. Stop in and see everything that our store has to offer. We built it just for you. We have mattresses, box springs, power bases, bedroom sets, furniture, living room sets, dining sets, everything that you would need to complete your entire home. We've got our interest-free financing and a really great local staff here to help you. So you've got all local people here to help you out from start to finish for anything that you would need. So stop in, shop local, and save big with us.
The Spartans have arrived. Spartan Flooring is here to serve with prices from another time. Get the lowest prices anywhere on name brand carpet and LVP. Save hundreds or more per room without sacrificing the quality. Spartan Flooring makes designing easy with a carefully curated selection tailored to local paint colors and wood stains. Whether you're sprucing up a house to sell or settling in for the next 20 years, get the best prices in town. Call, text, or email to schedule a free, no-cost, no-obligation measurement and assessment. Visit SpartanFloorings.com and prepare to be floored.
White Construction is cheering on our student athletes in the community, and they want you on their winning team too. They are expanding and looking for passionate individuals who want to build their future as a team. Join a company that values teamwork, excellence, and community spirit. They're now hiring for multiple positions around Wisconsin, including general labor, fieldwork, and heavy equipment operators. Visit congruix.com to apply today and step up to the plate with White Construction. Let's build something great together.
Are you ready for peace of mind? Chad Guzzi here, owner of Air Care in Beaver Dam. If you're tired of unexpected repair bills, you want to sign up for our Total Care plan. It ensures top performance and prolonged life of your heating and air conditioning equipment. Air Care's Total Care customers receive annual inspections as well as a reduced maintenance rate plus a 10% discount on all service repairs. Air Care, big enough to serve you, small enough to care. 920-356-8860.
Hi, this is Dr. Adam Forster at Columbus Family Dental. If you've been unhappy with your smile, it's time that you come and see us. Our team of doctors are waiting to help you get your smile back. We'll take the time to talk with you and treat you like a member of our family, not just another number. Whether it's a whole mouth makeover or simply a little tweak, we'll find the right solution that fits you. For your free, no-pressure consultation, call us today at 623-5559.
And we welcome you back to Cambria Friesland High School. Alongside my good friend and partner Tim Haldeman, Mike Tronson with you on Daily Dodge TV. Of course, we want to thank Aiden Voigt, Agent 00 Voigt, our videographer and engineer, who's not going to be with us next week, I just found out a few minutes ago. I mean, how do you like that? I mean, just when you think you know, I'm just teasing you, man. I'm just teasing you. He's one game. Yeah, he's going to stay back for. I don't blame you. It's homecoming next week in Beaver Dam, where he goes to school. It's homecoming here at Cambria this weekend. Right now, the marching band out there on the field, and they're opening their show with one of my favorites from the group Chicago, 25 or 6-4. If I shut up for a second, maybe you can hear it.
How could that possibly be one of your favorites, Mike? You weren't born until well after that.
That doesn't mean I can't appreciate music that was created before I was born.
Thank you. I agree 100%.
No, one of my most favorite concerts I've ever attended was the group Chicago.
Really?
And the opening act that night was another one from that era, the Little River Band. And that was a heck of a show. It was at the Minnesota State Fair Grandstand back in the mid-90s, and it was outstanding. I mean, loving that stuff. So this brings me back listening to that. But right now, we've got a football game, a pretty good one at that. 16-14 is your score at the break on the Gruber Law Office's one call. That's all scoreboard. Toppers lead it by 2. Let's take a look at some of the individual and team numbers, Tim Alden.
All right, for the Lourdes Academy, of course, they are led tonight by Wade Lindahl, who is 5 for 8 through the air for a total of 53 yards. And Matt Yagi with 3 grabs thus far for 16 yards. On the ground, Lindahl, of course, also carries the ball for the most part. He's got 11 carries for 58 yards. Buddy Bauer, the remaining 15 yards. So 73 yards on 16 carries on the ground. Grand total of 126 yards for the Lourdes Academy. For the Hilltoppers from Cambria, Friesland, Dayton McBride, 3 for 3 through the air for 49 yards. A catch each for Carter Drews, Carson Bermania, and Scherdzma. So also 118 yards gained on the ground on 20 carries. Dayton McBride, 6 carries for 35, and Carter Drews for 49. Hoyt Helmer also with 5 carries for 31 yards. So 167 net yards for the Hilltoppers and 126 thus far for the Knights of Lourdes Academy.
So as we take a look at the scoring summary from the first half, didn't take long for the points to get on the board. Less than 3 minutes in, it was Cambria Friesland striking first as sophomore Callan Drews, the fullback, plunged into the end zone from 3 yards away. His brother Carter then tacked on a 2-point conversion, and with 2 minutes and 57 seconds elapsed in the game, it was already 8-0 Cambria Friesland. Flip ahead to the final minute of the first quarter with 35 seconds left. Wade Lindahl, fine quarterback for Lourdes Academy. He actually scored with his feet, a 5-yard touchdown run for Lindahl, a 2-point conversion tacked on, and all of a sudden we're tied at 8, and that was our score, a tie ball game, 8-8 as we went to the second quarter. With 9:34 to go in the second quarter, Cambria Friesland reclaimed the lead on a 24-yard touchdown pass from Dayton McBride to Carson Bermania. Carter Drews with another 2-point conversion, and it was 16-8 Hilltoppers at that juncture. But thanks to a turnover, the Lourdes Academy Knights able to get within 2 late in the half with 5:16 to go. It was Brady Bauer with a 7-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion failed, but it was 16-14 at that juncture, and that's where we stand now at halftime on the Gruber Law Office's scoreboard. It is Cambria Friesland 16 and Lourdes Academy 14. And as we said, Cambria Friesland, coming into the game on the season, +7 in the turnover department and the turnover differential. Tonight, -2, but they still have a 2-point lead at the break. As we look ahead for these two schools, for Cambria Friesland, next week they're right back here at home. Parkview Albany will be in town for a 7 o'clock kick, and then a big road trip on Thursday night, October 3rd. Cambria will head to Johnson Creek on Thursday night the 3rd to take on the Blue Jays, and that'll be a 7 o'clock kickoff. But again, that's a Thursday night game, so keep that in mind if you're going to be traveling with the Hilltoppers down to Johnson Creek. That's a Thursday game on October 3rd. Meanwhile, looking at the Knights and their upcoming schedule, they're home next week for a matchup with Westfield. That is going to be an 8 o'clock kickoff next Friday night, September 27th. And then on October 4th, they'll hit the road again, traveling to Dodgeland. Now, here on Friday, October 4th, it says here, that's a 7 o'clock game. So it was just the game against Westfield next week that I have listed as an 8 o'clock start. Obviously, check your local listings for any changes in that. Tim and I know that we're heading to Poynette next Friday night. That'll be our next Daily Dodge TV game of the week. And on Friday night next week, the Marquezan Hornets will invade Poynette to take on the Pumas at 7 o'clock. Our pregame show around 6:40 as we make our triumphant return to Poynette, where we have not broadcast since the Reagan administration, I don't think.
We'll let them determine whether or not it's triumphant.
Okay, well, maybe it won't be triumphant, but it'll be a return. Let's put it that way. No, we're looking forward to it. And then, of course, down the road here, we've got games down the stretch. We're going to see Columbus. They're on the schedule. We haven't seen them yet this year, and they've been playing mighty good football once again. So, yeah, things to look forward to. But like I said, this is the halfway point of the season. After tonight, you've got 4 more regular season games. That's it. And so we talked about the urgency and the importance of winning this one tonight. And we've got a good one here as we head in a little bit here to the third quarter, a 16-14 game. And like I said, I don't want to, we talked about the turnovers. And, if Cambria Friesland doesn't turn the ball over, it's tough to say, but probably this game isn't as close right now as it is.
Oh, very true, Mike. And, it's just pretty much the same with just about any football game that's ever been played. You start putting the ball on the ground and allowing the defense to gather turnovers, things are not going to go in your favor. This one, I think, very honestly, Mike, was a toss-up right from the get-go.
Yeah.
Lindahl is just a great athlete. He's quick. He's makes quick decisions. He's very decisive. He's experienced at the helm, and as we mentioned on the pregame, he's got a bunch of young kids out there that he's trying to, very honestly, be a coach on the field practically. So it's a little difficult for the Knights to get some continuation, flow throughout the offense.
99 through 2002, so a couple of years. She was known back then as Miss Firehammer. And
then you made her
Mrs.
Tronson.
Then I made her Mrs.
Congratulations,
Tronson.
Mike.
A couple of
One
years
thing
later,
you did successfully in your life.
How I conned her into that, I'll never know. But
I was there for the festivities.
You were witness to all.
Oh, man, was I ever.
You were witness.
Oh, man,
but,
what a wonderful, gorgeous day, too.
It was not a cloud in the sky. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
But if any Lourdes Academy alumni from the late 90s, early 2000s are tuned in tonight, and you were in band, if you remember Miss Firehammer, well, she's now Mrs. Tronson, has been for 20 years, and so she's still teaching, but not obviously at Lourdes Academy. She's now at Wayland Academy, where she has taught for the past 20 years, and found a home there. But yeah, back in those days, she was at Lourdes, and in fact, I came up a couple of times with my trombone and sat in with the Lourdes pep band. And they also they did a big band dance one night in the gym, and I sat in with the band. They were kind enough to let me sit in on some numbers and play along, and I loved that. It was a lot of fun. So any alums that will remember that might be tuned in, send us an email, and I'll tell Miss Firehammer you said hello. sports@dailydodge.com. sports@dailydodge.com is our email if you'd like to send us an email tonight here in the booth and put Lourdes Academy or Cambria Friesland in the subject line. A little trip down memory lane there for you. Well, make Moraine Park Technical College your first choice for an education tailored to your success and growth. With campuses in Beaver Dam, Fond du Lac, and West Bend, visit morainepark.edu/first choice. I was trying to get a score update from the Beaver Dam Plymouth game, which is also being broadcast on Daily Dodge TV tonight. And what do we got here, Aiden? There we go. Okay, Beaver Dam leads Plymouth 14-0. Is that at half there, it looks like? Yeah, halftime. And thank you, Aiden. And Plymouth is 4-0. Beaver Dam is 3-1. And right now, Beaver Dam's got the 2-touchdown lead at the break. Wade Bates and the coach, Tim Ladrin, are handling the play-by-play duties of that one opposite our broadcast here in Cambria.
I got a question for you. Why is it after every Friday night we see those two yahoos getting fed on Facebook? Huh? Do they need it?
Oh, absolutely not.
Well, I was just going to say, holy smokes.
Yeah, the last
and
few
here
weeks
you and I sit
they've
and
been getting pizzas delivered to the press box.
I know.
Hot dogs delivered to the press box. I mean, I'm waiting for them to get a charcuterie tray or something like that. I mean, that's going to be next probably. And they post about it every week.
I know.
During the game.
And here we sit. I'm a bit parched, and I wasn't smart enough to bring any water.
I certainly am, as you know, I'm very good at not turning down food, but at the same time, I don't like to eat during a broadcast.
No,
because you can't talk with your mouth full, and I don't like to burp on air. So it's a situation that, if people bring me food during a broadcast, I politely thank them, and usually I'll give it to somebody else or I'll save it until the broadcast is over.
Many years ago, Mike, I as an insurance agent, I was interviewed by some people that do communication through the independent insurance statewide, and they say, hey, what do you do for entertainment? What do you like to do? And I just discussed with them about my hobby of doing high school sports on the radio, and one of their topics was, hey, what do you talk about at halftime? Well, I can send an addendum to them now and discuss with them the fact that Mike does not like to eat on the air because of his burping problem. Do you think I should?
I didn't say it was a burping problem, but it could become a problem if I were to eat.
Okay.
So in other words,
clarification.
Remember I told you earlier in the broadcast, I said I had a walking taco prior to the game broadcast.
There you go. I can understand. Little Mexican, little Mexican spices in there, no doubt could create that. I understand.
Well, it could, but no, it was a nice little mini bag of Fritos with some taco meat.
Oh,
they had
fantastic.
the cheese and the sour cream and all that stuff. So I put that on top, and you know what? It wasn't a huge meal, but it was really good, and it hit the spot. It was just perfect.
Yeah. Well, I got my fix of a sandwich this afternoon at a local sub sandwich shop.
Okay.
Happened to be in Columbus, where my good friend Corey happens to be the boss. And Corey was already off for the day, but I told the employees to give him a little pizzazz for me because he was off a little early today. But I still have half of it in my car for a little mid-game snack tomorrow. Doubleheader tomorrow. Baseball season never ends until it's too cold for this old Yahoo,
I was at the game on Wednesday night when the Brewers, they had already clinched the division, but they still won in a walk-off over the...
I know.
Yeah.
You and Bruce were there.
Yep. And,
yeah.
That was fun. That was a great ending, and the streamers coming down and the fireworks. It was fun.
Well, I'll tell you what. I was at the clinching game that sent the Brewers to the playoffs. Craig Counsell once again.
You were in
Once
Chicago
again, Craig Counsell gets credit for sending the Brewers to the playoffs.
Couldn't happen to
the
a nicer
Cubs
guy,
lost.
The Cubs lost.
No, he's a good guy.
No,
Come
I
on.
know he is.
Come on.
I know he is.
You know, and I for one, I don't blame the guy one bit for going to Chicago.
If somebody offered you a lot more money, you'd take it.
Are you kidding me?
You'd take it.
I'm pretty good at math when it comes to millions of dollars.
But that's right. I mean, I'm not mad at the guy for leaving.
Oh, heavens.
Not at all.
But
I appreciate what he did for the franchise. But I tell you what, I didn't know a whole lot about Pat Murphy when he was hired. I love the guy. I just think he's a different animal, but he's got a little edge to him, a little fire. And I tell you what, nobody thought this team was doing anything this year. Nobody. And they're division champs, and they were division champs by a wide margin. So
Mike,
that's pretty special.
It's so true, and they have exceeded expectations by miles and miles. Some of these guys, Adames in particular, having just a whopper of a season, and the job that he has done with the pitching staff, Mike, to me is beyond exceptional.
Yeah.
Just nobody. I don't know. It's just utterly incredible what they've done. They could go and lose the first two in the playoffs. And my kid conned me into getting playoff tickets, by the way. All right, that's a long story for another day. But I hope they're still in the playoffs while I take my little vacation
little R&R,
my little R&R vacation here coming up next month.
I don't know if you can get this on camera there, Aiden, but there's a little fog over the a truck doing burnouts on the road. That's what that's for? I don't think so.
No. Are you kidding me?
I don't know.
No, I don't. I've seen
like
fog here before.
Cloud. Yeah, I've seen fog here before
yeah,
myself, and at other fields in the area. But I don't know if you get the camera on that at some point. If Aiden turns the camera to the left, if you look to that side of the field where Lourdes is warming up for the second half, you see that low-hanging cloud, that little fog that rolled in. It's not certainly complete pea soup by any means, but yeah, a little bit of fog coming in here. The temperature, it was 83 degrees earlier today. Right now, as I check the AccuWeather forecast, we're down to 69 here in beautiful downtown Cambria.
And probably decreasing a couple of degrees every 10 minutes, to be very honest. Did you say AccuWeather?
The AccuWeather? AccuWeather forecast.
Okay.
Well, anyways, just about ready to start period number 3, 16-14. Cambria Friesland leads Lourdes Academy by a deuce on the Gruber Law Office's one call, that's all scoreboard. Remember that Lourdes Academy does receive the second half kickoff. They won the coin flip at the prior to the game tonight. They deferred their choice to the second half. Cambria Friesland got the ball to start the game tonight, and now it'll be the Knights to get it to start the second half, and they're within 2. And you know what? This is anybody's ball game at this juncture. Again, if you're Cambria Friesland, if you're Jamie Link, I think the biggest thing is you got to protect the rock, because those two turnovers were costly.
Without a doubt.
In the first half.
Don't put it on the ground. And I'll tell you what, I still go back, Mike, to the limitations of on the pass coverage. Lindahl it can hit you with the 3, 4, 5-yard passes. He's got 3, 4 guys that he can hit from at the wide receiver position, tight end position as well. But give them that 3 or 4 yards, limit it, and if you stay close enough to them, you could possibly even belt one away and make them drop it, or force a bad pass and incompletion, and then put them into that 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9 type situation. That's what Cambria Friesland's looking for, and then the defensive backs can start doing some spying back there and maybe pick one off.
All righty. Austin Evans will kick off for the Hilltoppers.
Deep to receive, number 0,
Brady Bauer is back deep to receive.
Number 23,
Matt Yagi is also back deep to receive. So here we go. 2 more quarters to play in a 2-point ball game. And the approach, boom, kick is in the air, end over end, and Yagi has it at the 21, 25. He goes left side to the 30 and gets out across the 35, gets stood up near the 36. And so that's 15-yard return. And a 1st and 10 for Lourdes Academy. The Knights set up shop with pretty decent field position. They'll have it at their own 36-yard line. Knights just huddling it up over on the far side there. Now break the huddle. All right, 2 receivers to each side. Out of the gun, Wade Lindahl. In motion, a man, that's Santiago. Lindahl, the keeper, and he will get nothing. In fact, Carter Drews grabbed him right away, and he might have lost a half a yard, but we'll see. I'll just call it no gain. 2nd and a long 10. That was just great defense. Cambria ready for that. Lindahl going absolutely nowhere.
Tackled by Capetta.
Looks like the Knights are trying to get a play from the sideline here. I see some hands up and you're like, what? What's the call here? All right, now we're ready. On 2nd and 10. From their own 36, moving left to right. 3rd quarter, out of the gun. Lindahl has it. Going to run with it. 35. Now he throws on the run. It is incomplete. That one's intended for Santiago.
Threw it over the wrong shoulder, but he threw it on the run also.
Yep, he did.
Difficult pass to complete. Oh, my goodness gracious, Mike. At the half. Catch a load of that one. Columbus 50-0 over Bigfoot. Oh, my goodness.
Columbus
they should run
to roll.
They should run the clock during halftime. Just let the clock run. You know what?
That team is impressive. Of course, we've covered them quite a bit over the last few years. We know about that. 3rd and 10. And Lindahl to throw once more towards the near side. Incomplete. That one was intended for Studinsky. Carson Vermania was in coverage. And it's 4th and 10 for the Knights. They're going to be forced to punt.
Mike, that was all set up by the first play from scrimmage. And the defensive big guys up front held him to no gain and then forced him into a passing situation and things that they just didn't want to do and couldn't complete either one of them. Punt formation after 59 seconds of having the football.
Lindahl's punt, high end over end, fair catch signaled at the 32-yard line by Hoyt Helmer. And so it'll be Cambria Friesland football for the first time in the 2nd half. That drive and punt only took 1 minute and 4 seconds off the 3rd quarter clock. 10:56 left to play, 3rd period. On the Gruber Law Office's scoreboard, it remains Cambria Friesland 16, Lourdes Academy 14. Hilltoppers with a 1st and 10, and we'll call it actually the 33-yard line. They move right to left in period 3. They snapped it to Drews, who was in the gun. Drews on the keeper and across the 35, out near the 37. Again, they did this in the game against Randolph last week. They started to rotate Carter Drews and Dayton McBride at quarterback. I was talking to Jamie Link about that, and I said, you could almost, do you call that wildcatting? Or I suppose not, because remember, Carter Drews played quarterback the last couple of years. So he knows how to play the position. So, do you call it a wildcat? Maybe not a true wildcat, but it kind of seems like it. As they snap it, and on the carry, that's a 1st down. That was Carter Drews again. Speak of the devil.
Carter Drews picks up a 1st down.
He got 7.
And that moves the chains, but yeah, obviously the more touches you can get Carter Drews, the better off you are because he's so dangerous. That's why Randolph moved Ben Paul to quarterback a couple weeks ago because he's a special player. They want him to get more touches. Lindahl touches the ball in pretty much every play. He's a special player. That's why you do that. And this is Carter Drews breaking tackles across midfield. Finally taken down around the 48-yard line, but Carter Drews broke at least 2, maybe 3 tackles and picked up 8 yards on the play to the 49 of Lourdes Academy. It's going to be a second and about 2. 9.5 minutes to go, third quarter in a 2-point game.
I can see Carter Drew right now. If he were on TV, he'd be doing the old feed me thing.
Oh, yeah.
You understand? Feed me, feed me?
Yes.
Yeah, you get it. I don't particularly care for that. And if he did it in high school, I hope he'd get a penalty.
Second and 2, Toppers on the 49 of Lourdes,
penalty.
and we've got movement. Yep,
Lourdes
Cambria is slapping, and you caught it right away.
Yep, Lourdes is listening to the cadence, and you just can't do that. Got to watch the football. They teach you that in like, what, 3rd or 4th grade when you put on a set of pads. If you're on the defensive line, don't listen to the cadence. Take a look at the football.
So that'll make it a first down. Penalty yardage results in a first down. 1st and 10 now for CF at the Lourdes Academy 44. And running with it, Carter Drews, 40 inside the 35 and brought down around the 34. Tackled on the play by Johnny Santiago. And this is another nice gain of 9 yards. It'll be 2nd and 1. And boy, Carter Drews, we talked about how special he is, and he can do that. The Toppers can get yardage in big chunks. I mean, 8-9 yards at a crack here. 2nd and 1, Toppers on the 35 of Lourdes Academy. Out of the gun is Calendrews, who took the direct snap and breaks 1 tackle, but now finally gets taken down about the 31-yard line.
He got the first down.
He did 4. Get first down. You're right. Picked up 4, and
that's only his 2nd carry of the night, Mike.
Yeah, and they direct snapped it to him. So again, I got to keep on my toes here, watching who's taking snaps, who's lining up where.
I'll
we
tell
were just
you,
talking about that.
The word smash mouth comes to my mind right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just student body right, student body left.
Snap to Carter Drews, right side, following his blockers. Cut back. Inside the 30, now pushed all the way back across that 30-yard line. Forward progress will get him about 2 yards. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is nothing new here, Tim. Cambria Friesland's been playing this style of football for, a long time. We're talking decades. And they continue to do it, and they continue to be successful at it after all these years. It's just remarkable. I know we've talked about this a little bit before, but it's just remarkable that a small school like this, continues to do it, and they continue to do it well. 2nd and 7 from the 29, we'll call it. And on the carry, getting stood up near the line of scrimmage on the carry that time for the Hilltoppers was Carter Drews.
Lost 1.
But I think we had mentioned it before. I never confirmed it, but other people have said that I'm probably correct when I say that Cambria may be the smallest school left in the state still playing 11-man football. Because most of the small schools, they either don't have a program or most of them have gone to the 8-man.
They've got 18 players suited up tonight.
Yeah, I mean,
18.
That's 18. I mean, 3rd and about 8. And they snap it to Calendrews. He's going to run with it, 25, and gets taken down at around the 24. Boy, they're just mixing it up here, trying to keep the Knights off balance. The clock continuing to run. It's going to be 4th and about 2.5, 3 yards. Halfway point of the period now, under 6 minutes and counting left in the 3rd on the Gruber Law Office's scoreboard. It's still 16-14 in favor of the Hilltoppers.
8th play of the drive coming up here. They've already had the ball for 5 minutes and 10 seconds.
You were talking earlier about these 2 head coaches. I'll finish my thought here in a second. 4th and 2 from about the 24. Snap it to Calendrews. Right side. Does he have enough? Yes, he does. Needed 2. Picked up around 3, maybe even 4. Let's see. And I'll give him 3 to the 21, and it's a first down for the Hilltoppers. Both of these coaches have Rio connections. Jamie, you mentioned Kevin Wopat of Lourdes Academy from Ryle, but Jamie Link coached at Ryle as an assistant for a few years. Of course, that's not too far from here, just down the road, not too far. Beautiful Rio de Janeiro. On 1st and 10. This is Drews breaking a tackle in the backfield, 20. He's to the left side, 15. Breaks another tackle, and he slipped down. That was Callan Drews, and he slammed his hand on the turf because he had broken 2 tackles, and as he tried to turn the corner, he lost his footing on the turf and slid down, but that's still a pickup of 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2 now from the 13. 4.5 minutes to go, period number 3. Remember, the Hilltoppers were in this type of position late in the first half before they turned the football over. 2nd and 2, Toppers on the Knights 13. They'll snap it back to Carter Drews. He runs with it. He's to the 10, breaks a tackle, 5, breaks another tackle, into the end zone. Touchdown, Cambria Friesland. Carter Drews from 13 yards out, and with 4:06 to go in the third, it is now 22-14 Hilltoppers.
6 minutes and 50 seconds and 10 plays. And they went, golly gee here, how many yards? 67 yards.
That is Carter Drews' 11th touchdown of the year. First of the game, they go for 2. Carter Drews again, and he gets in. Went right side, made a cutback, gets in for 2, so he does it all. And it's now 24-14 in favor of the Hilltoppers on the Gruber Law Office's one call, that's all scoreboard. Let's take a 1-minute break. We're back in 1 minute on Daily Dodge TV.
Cheer. Now cheer louder. Any accomplishment worth doing is worth doing with all your heart and soul. The entire team at Hometown Glass and Improvement knows that dedication, time, and respect can lead to greatness. When practicing free throws, running for a touchdown, or installing new windows and doors, it is commitment to something larger than oneself that creates a legacy. So keep cheering for your hometown team. Hometown Glass and Improvement online at hometownglass.com.
Jerry's Automotive in Beaver Dam is a champion of our local schools. Team up with Jerry's Automotive by pumping your gas at their Spirit Pump, where 2 cents of every gallon is donated to a local school each month. Jerry's Automotive also provides exceptional vehicle service and repairs and a great selection of convenience items. Visit Jerry's Automotive Center WI.com and on Facebook. Jerry's Automotive, 700 North Spring Street in Beaver Dam, across the street from Beaver Dam Food Pride.
Evans to kick it away for Cambria Friesland. Hilltoppers now ahead by 10. Here's the ground ball, and it's fielded at the 41.
He was on the
down.
ground.
He was down. Yeah, the ball carrier fielded on a knee, and the play is immediately over. That was Michael Santiago. So he recovers the ground ball that was hit to shortstop, and that's where the Lourdes Academy Knights will have it 1st and 10 with 4:04 to go in period number 3.
Mike, I would be remiss if I didn't throw out a big thanks to the one and only Jared Fox.
Foxy.
Columbus's finest. Gosh, is he still an assistant coach? I don't know. Do you know?
Top of the 5th inning, by the way, and it's 3-0 Arizona leading the Brewers, Tim.
Yeah,
1st and 10, Knights on their own 41. To throw Lindahl. That was tipped. That pass was tipped. You could tell right away somebody got a paw on it, and it was incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. Look at the Trailways Conference here. Palmyra, Eagle, Johnson Creek, and Randolph were all 2-0 entering play tonight. Tied for first place. Westfield and Cambria Friesland each 1-1 in conference play entering tonight's games. So if you're Cambria Friesland, you've got to win out and you got to get some help you want to talk about anything conference title related. Back to throw Lindahl. Here comes pressure. He's going to step up, run with it, cross the 40, dragging a couple tacklers to the 45-yard line. But Lindahl running straight up the middle. Omar Salgado was there defensively. Braden Bussey was there along for the ride. And it's a pickup of 3, 3rd and 7 now.
Boy, I'll tell you, Lindahl got back, and Mike in his was a short 5-step drop. He didn't have any time whatsoever to read the defense. He had to step up immediately and try to get some yards
3rd
on
and
himself.
7, here comes
trying
pressure.
To set up
Lindahl's going to get sacked. There were like 5 red jerseys.
I count 6.
And he is sacked on the play. Wow, there wasn't another white jersey. It was all guys
7.
wearing red.
-7.
And it's going to be 4th and 13. Wow, holy mackerel. I mean, pretty much the entire defensive line was in that backfield. And now punting situation here. Lindahl will punt it away. And the boot, it's a floater. Hoyt Helmer back there will just get away from it. It's inside the 25 down to the 21, and that's where it will be touched down by the Knights. 2:37 to go in period number 3. And on the Gruber Law Office's one call, that's all scoreboard, it's Cambria Friesland 24 and Lourdes Academy 14. This is our Daily Dodge TV Game of the Week. We're glad you're with us. Mike Tronson and Tim Haldeman on site, and Aiden Voigt. He is the backbone of the organization here, our videographer / engineer / producer / scoreboard updater, you name it, he does it all. That's why I bought him a beverage before the game tonight. 1st and 10. Toppers on their own 21. Running to the near side, Carter Drews. And breaks the tackle, 25. Gets across the 25, out to the 30. He broke a couple of tackles in the backfield. He just kept bouncing further and further to the outside.
Well, we're going to give him 9 because I think he's about a half yard short of a first down.
Yeah, they're going to mark it. They're going to mark him right at the 30. But you were correct, Tim. It was a 9-yard gain. And approaching the 2-minute mark and counting now of the third quarter.
It's nothing fancy, Mike. It's,
No, it's
you can watch this all day long, and it's just nothing fancy.
Can you stop it? That's the question.
Yeah, that's the question, yeah.
And Carter Drews this time going right side and short yardage this time as Brady Bauer makes the tackle. You know, they used to talk about, again, this is a little before my time, Tim, but you were around. You saw in the 60s, they used to talk about the old vaunted Green Bay sweep. Opponents knew it was coming, but they couldn't stop it.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of the same principle here. Cambria's been doing the same stuff for 40-plus years. The opponents know it's coming, but can they stop it? A lot of times they can't stop it.
Do you know who that line was? Jim Ringo was the quarterback.
Ringo was the
and then Ken Bowman from Wisconsin
Ken Bowman was the center,
took over
wasn't
at center.
he? Yeah.
Jerry Kramer and Fuzzy Thurston and let's
legendary
see.
names.
Bob Skoronsky was a tackle and
3rd and 1.
Oh gosh, who was the other one?
And this is Carter Drews picking up a first down as he gets across the 35 to about the 38, maybe even the 39. Harlan Keene on the stop, but the chains will move.
Carter Drews now 18 carries of the night for 109 yards. Hard fought, tough gained 109 yards.
I got to meet Fuzzy Thurston back in.
I did too. I read his book.
Did you?
I bought his book in Florida.
It's
a long story.
Book, but I met
it's a long story. I'll tell you about that someday.
I do have Paul Horning's book, and that's a fun one to read if you're so inclined. 1st and 10 from the 39. Snap to Callan Drews. He will run and get tackled at the 40. He was going right side. There just wasn't a whole lot happening. And he picks up a yard. And that's all.
Is that the moon over there behind the trees?
Yes, it is.
Holy
Remember, we had the
moly.
super moon the other night, but we can kind of see it behind the trees back there.
This
It's
is
starting to rise.
Quite the setting here tonight. By the way, the fog has left.
The fog is lifted, yes. And that's going to be the last play of the quarter, by the way. as we've come to the end of period 3 on the Gruber Law Office's scoreboard. 24-14, Cambria Friesland leads Lourdes Academy. We're back in 1 minute on Daily Dodge TV.
This is Abby Klodowski with Klodowski Real Estate. We know leaving a home can be emotional, exciting, and scary. Whether you are downsizing, relocating, or upsizing, our family business would love the honor of walking you through the process of finding a new homeowner for the house you've loved and cared for. We look forward to the opportunity to get you through the home sale process with care and skill. If you are considering selling your home or you have questions about selling in the future, call your trusted real estate advisors at Klodowski Real Estate, 920-219-9212.
When it comes to a winning lineup, turn to the selection of new and pre-owned vehicles at Napleton GM in Beaver Dam. Their team goes the extra mile to provide a winning experience, from hassle-free financing options to exceptional customer service. It's like having a dedicated cheering section cheering you on in every step of the vehicle purchase. Give the team at Napleton GM in Beaver Dam a call at 920-885-3301 or visit napleton151.com and find new roads with their winning inventory.
Fourth quarter getting underway here in Cambria on homecoming weekend 2024. Mike Tronson, Tim Haldeman, Aiden Boyd. It's 24-14, Hilltoppers leading the Knights. And as we start the fourth quarter, Cambria Friesland going left to right with a 2nd and 9 from their own 40. Snap it to Carter Drews, following his brother Callan, the blocker. And turned the corner, but got taken down after a pickup of only about a yard, maybe 2. We're going to give him 2. It's going to be 3rd and 7.
Pick up their winnings at the concession stand.
I did not win the 50-50 raffle tonight. Darn. That's why. Probably would have helped if I had purchased a ticket, but I didn't do that. All right, 3rd and 7 coming up here. Cambria Friesland, they got a 10-point lead, fourth quarter, and they're not in any major hurry breaking the huddle here. Well, you don't have to be. We know that they can move the ball in big chunks.
Well, I'll tell you, a trick play right now would be a forward
pass.
Holy smokes. And Carter Drew can do it, too. Is that McBride at quarterback now?
And this is a snap to Callan Drew. No, Carter Drews. Right side, and he gets tackled from behind by Brady Bauer.
He got one.
He got one. And it's going to be a 4th down situation for the Hilltoppers with now 10:47 and counting left in the game. By the way, Beaver Dam's game is a little bit closer. Beaver Dam now leads Plymouth 21-14. They're in the third quarter over in Plymouth, Wisconsin tonight. Beaver Dam's first game in its new conference, the East Central. Punting situation here.
Number 23, Matt Yankee.
And here is the punt. Ooh,
whoa,
I don't know
look
if they got
out.
partially blocked or what, but it's going to wiggle its way inside the 35 down to about the 31-yard line. That one just kind of looked like a wounded duck there, and I don't know if somebody tipped it or just came off the foot a little awkward, and that's what happened. 10:19 left in quarter number 4.
Well, Lourdes has to do it right now, and they've got some big play capability, Mike, without a doubt. They got some receivers that can go, and Lindahl has some escapability abilities back there in the backfield, and we'll see if he can crank one up here.
All right, 1st and 10. Had to throw Lindahl off his back foot.
Oh, he's down.
Yep, it was caught,
little
but
bubble
the receiver,
screen.
Yep, it was Braden Stadinsky.
Yeah, loss of a couple.
When he caught it, he had to go down to his knee to catch it, and the play was automatically over. He would have been better off just letting that one hit the ground, and as it was, it's a loss of 2 yards, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, pressure coming! Lindahl is sacked by Drews. Oh my goodness. And they're going the wrong way. Callan Drews sacks the quarterback, Lindahl. The ball is back now at about the 19-yard line.
Loss of 10 on that play.
And they've got to get to the 41. It's about 22 yards to go. Here's a pass across the middle. It's caught!
Ooh,
and the ball's out!
No.
Yeah, they say incomplete, but what are they ruling?
They're
Is
calling it a
catch and
completion. Oh, I totally disagree.
So
and Lourdes recovered the fumble?
They did.
Oh, I don't think he had the football. They I'm telling you.
A completed pass and a fumble recovered by Lourdes. The catch, Ryder Mullen with the catch.
19 to the 50. That's a 31-yard gain.
And they go quick. They're going quickly here. There's an incomplete pass going to stop the clock with 8:57 to go as we try and sort things out. I would have, again, I don't wear black and white, but I would have said incomplete pass on that one. But again, they don't put me on the field wearing black and white during games. So we'll leave it at that. Those guys, they got a tough job out there. They got a real tough job. 2nd and 10 from the 50. This is pressure coming. Lindahl sacked again, and it's Callan Drews again. Callan Drews with 2 sacks in the last couple of plays. He is stepping up big time. The sophomore playing like a fifth-year senior on defense right now. That's his 2nd sack in the last few moments.
Well, Mike, what he did so well is as he entered the backfield, he put his arms up in the air and prevented the quarterback from throwing over him.
Lindahl running with it. 50.
Ooh.
Oh, there's a big collision around the 45 of
Ouch.
Cambria Friesland as a couple of defenders converged on Lindahl, and they all met and kind of sandwiched him. He's all right, though. And that was a pickup of 16 yards on the run. It'll be 4th and about 4. A long 4, 2 receivers to each side. Bauer the lone setback. Out of the gun is Lindahl on a 4th and 4 from the 44.
Oh, that was offsides on Cambria.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. That is going to give him a first down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Ouch.
Oh, my goodness.
So the Hilltoppers with the offside penalty, and it was a 4th and 4, as I mentioned. 5-yard penalty results in a first down for the Knights. What an entertaining game, and looks like we're going to have an entertaining finish here. 24-14, 2-score game, but Knights trailing, but they've got the ball, and now they've got a 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line of the Hilltoppers. Trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Lindahl in the gun has the snap. Here comes pressure. He steps up, runs with it. Throws on the run. It is caught across the middle.
Ooh, he may have been over the line of scrimmage.
Yagi makes the catch at the 14-yard line. That's a 25-yard pass play from Lindahl to Yagi. 1st and 10. Knights on the Cambria Friesland 14. There was
Mike,
a defender right there, too.
He was, I'll tell you, it was within a foot of being over the line of scrimmage on that pass.
Out of the gun on 1st and 10. Lindahl throwing
he's wide open.
Caught by Yagi at the 10 to the 5, and he's tackled. Is he out of bounds or is he inbounds? I think he was out of bounds.
He must be out of bounds.
Yep,
Either that or it was
stopped.
a first down. I think he's just short of a first down.
He is. It's 2nd and 1.
All right.
Gain of 9 to the 5. Oh, boy.
He's got 116 yards passing the football thus far tonight.
2nd and 1 from the 5. Snap back to Lindahl. He runs with it inside the 5 and gets taken down around the 3-yard line. Lindahl, well, that should be a first down, should it not?
I would
Or
think.
did he not get it?
Tackled by Brock Dykstra.
Well, they've got.
It's 1st and goal. The down marker says 2. It should be
second.
1st. And from the
Quarterback
3-yard
draw.
line, quarterback draw, and
Whoa.
a dive. Did he get in? Yes, touchdown. Lourdes Academy. Now a late flag after the play was over. 6:19 to go in the 4th quarter. And let's see if this is going to stand. Lindahl would have his 2nd touchdown of the game if it stands. I think it is going to stand. because it came out very late. I don't know if it was for a late hit or some sort of celebration, or I'm not sure. We're waiting to get the word from our white hat, our head referee. They're still discussing it. Here we go. They're going to wave it off. No flag. It's going to stand. Touchdown Knights. 24-20. Lindahl, a 3-yard touchdown run. And now,
they're going to kick it.
They're going to, it looks like they're going to kick it here. Yagi is the kicker
Left-footed.
out of the hold of Santiago. So they'll try and tack on one to make it a 3-point game. Snap back, hold down, kick is up. It's got the distance, it's good. All right, extra point is good. And it's now 24-21. Cambria Friesland with 6:19 to go in the game. We're back in 1 minute on Daily Dodge TV.
At Silica, we've built a reputation for selling the best appliances and servicing everything we sell. Standing by our customers is what makes us grow, and with 3 locations, our service area covers a huge part of the state. That's why when you see our thousands of online reviews, these are the words you most commonly see. Great service after the sale. That keeps us moving ahead for over 100 years. You won't get that with the big box stores. See for yourself why your neighbors say it's Silica for your home.
The Spartans have arrived. Spartan Flooring is here to serve with prices from another time. Get the lowest prices anywhere on name brand carpet and LVP. Save hundreds or more per room without sacrificing the quality. Spartan Flooring makes designing easy with a carefully curated selection tailored to local paint colors and wood stains. Whether you're sprucing up a house to sell or settling in for the next 20 years, get the best prices in town. Call, text, or email to schedule a free, no cost, no obligation measurement and assessment. Visit SpartanFloorings.com and prepare to be floored.
Alrighty, 6:19 to go and a 3-point ball game on the Gruber Law Office score. It's an onside kick. Another one.
Free ball.
Loose. There's a scramble. Who's got it?
Cambria
Third time
says they
tonight
got
that
it.
Lourdes has done that.
Cambria says they've got it.
I think they do, but
They got
no
it break.
signal yet.
They got lucky.
And it is Cambria Friesland football.
Oh.
That was the third time in this game that the Knights have tried an onside kick. And again, they were trying to catch Cambria napping, and for the third time, it did not work. But this one was a little bit closer than the previous two.
The Knights had an opportunity.
They did.
Without
They
a
did.
doubt. Yep. And boy, I'll tell you, that would have really changed the complexion of this one in a real hurry.
What an entertaining ball game this has been. Huh?
It has,
It really has
absolutely.
been. These two teams battling it out. 1st and 10 Hilltoppers. They've got it at their own 42-yard line after that onside kick attempt by the Knights.
That last scoring drive was 7 plays, took them exactly 4 minutes, and went 68 yards.
Handoff, Callan Drews. And he didn't get a whole lot. 2 yards, maybe. They'll mark him at the 44, and the second, we've got now a whistle, a timeout, because we've got an injured Cambria player. That is Drews, actually, who is down.
Ooh,
This
cramp.
timeout for
That's
an
a
injury.
cramp.
Yep. Brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings. They're located in downtown Beaver Dam under the red awning. 166 years they've been in business. And they've been a long-time partner to us here at Good Karma Brands. Again, thanks to all of our fine advertising partners that help to bring you these Daily Dodge TV broadcasts. Our broadcast brought to you by our presenting video sponsors, Columbus Family Dental, Hometown Glass and Improvement, Beaver Dam Unified School District. Tonight's game also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Kladowski Real Estate, Slumberland, Pizza Ranch of Beaver Dam, Park Village Shopping Center, Richards Insurance, Preferred Dental Partners, Napleton Chevy Buick GMC, Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly, Gruber Law Office, Beaver Dam Tire and Service, and Mayville Tire and Service, Air Care, Jerry's BP, Silica for your home, Moraine Park Technical College, Gardner Manufacturing, and Spartan Flooring. And Callan Drews got up and walked over to the sideline under his own power. That's a good sign. He's just going to They're going to work on him along the sideline here. It's 2nd and 8 for the Hilltoppers from their own 44-yard line going left to right. McBride fakes the pitch, straight ahead 45,
Penalty.
pushing, and a penalty flag comes in.
Wow, that came in from the back judge, flying in from 15-plus yards down the field. That one had to be rather obvious, to say the least. That one's probably going to take back about a 5-yard gain.
So right now, just waiting for the signal. So the back judge was explaining to the head referee what he saw. And the call is going to be...
What?
What is that signal? He kind of put his...
Huh?
What was that signal?
Uh,
Do you know what that was? I have no idea what that signal was. He kind of put his two fists nearly together in his midsection. I have no idea what that is. And we couldn't hear him up here.
I don't know.
15-yard penalty.
So it's 15-yard penalty was called
For what?
on Cambria, but we don't know what it was for because I don't know what that signal was.
I have no idea.
We need to call on our rules expert, and he's not here tonight.
Where's Bruce?
He's probably officiating a game of his own.
Oh, golly, we got to talk to him. We got to talk to his agent.
It was kind of like this thing. What?
Well,
I don't know what the heck that was. He trying to be Superman or
the only thing I could think of is pushing the pile.
I don't know what it was. 2nd and 20 after the penalty. Back
Pass.
to throw McBride. Here comes pressure. He's going to run with it. Being chased to the near side of the field. 30, 35. Oh, and he's hit. That could almost be a hit out of bounds, but they're not going to call anything. And that will mark him. They're going to mark him out.
You got a 6-yard gain.
40-yard line. Yep, 6-yard pickup. 3rd and about 12. 5:18 left in this ball game on the Gruber Law Office's one call. That's all scoreboard. 24-21. Hilltoppers with the ball and nursing a 3-point lead.
And he was forced out of bounds. So the clock stops. We've got a whistle and a timeout on for Cambria.
Yep, this is their timeout, their first of the half. And as always, timeouts brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings. For 166 years, they've been in business. They're located in downtown Beaver Dam. We will keep it right here alongside Aiden Voigt and Tim Haldeman. Mike Tronson with you on Daily Dodge TV. Next week, Friday night, we do this all over again, minus Aiden. We're not sure who we're going to have yet, probably Corey as our engineer. But next week, we go to Poynette. And a little Eastern Suburban Conference football for you next Friday night here on Daily Dodge TV as the Poynette Pumas, I just love saying that, Pumas, are going to host the Marquezan Hornets. We'll be on the air with our pregame show around 6:40, 7 o'clock kickoff, the Hornets and the Pumas. Can never get enough of that word, Pumas.
There's still another nickname to me.
An older nickname, yes.
Yes.
Yep. All right, back to live action. 3rd and about 12 for the Toppers from their own 40-yard line. Couple receivers to the left. Out of the gun is the quarterback, McBride. And
Well, what are we at? Timeout? Too
false
much time.
start. I think it was a false start because that was the preliminary indication from the sideline official
I'll
over
tell
on
you,
that far side.
Lourdes is pumped.
They are. And
Those
this
kids are having a blast.
Yep, I was right. It was a false start. So somebody flinched. It's a 5-yard penalty, and it turns a 3rd and 12 into a 3rd and 17 back of the 35. And, Cambria, Friesland, they've had chances here in this game to, I don't want to say put it away, but try to, have bigger leads. But I tell you what, some miscues have hurt them. Again, we talked about the two big special teams plays that hurt them last week, and they've had a couple of turnovers and penalties in this game that are hurting them a little bit. 3rd and 17. Out of the gun, McBride. Good protection, throws across the middle. Caught! Across the 50 and down to the 45-yard line. First down, Hilltoppers. Carson Bermania with a big catch across the middle.
21 yards on the reception.
And it's a 1st and 10 on a 3rd and 17. McBride throws a strike to Bermania, and he hauls it in. Oh, what a play. 5 minutes to go in the game. Clock running. Cambria nursing a 3-point lead.
I don't know if you happen to catch it, but Dayton McBride did a little ad lib on that throw. He threw it sidearm.
Yeah, he did a little bit. You're right.
Just to avoid the oncoming traffic.
And 1st and 10 from the 44 of the Knights. They're going to snap it to Carter Drews. He's lined up at quarterback. Out of the gun. Has it. Going to run with it. Callan Drews, his brother, blocking. Cuts back. 45, 40. Inside the 40-yard line. He's down around the 40, how about the 39-yard line, or maybe the 38.
Was that Carter?
That was Carter on the carry.
6 yards.
We got to keep our Drews straight. The Drews brothers, that was Carter. Callan was blocking for him, though.
Tackled by Force.
Approaching the 4-minute mark and counting of the 4th quarter.
$119 yards gained on the night for Carter Drews on 21 carries.
All right. 2nd and 4 from the 38.
Timeout. Probably
timeout,
Cambria.
I believe.
Yep.
Yes.
Timeout, Hilltoppers.
That is the 2nd timeout of the half called by Cambria Friesland. And no matter who calls the timeout, you can trust that the timeout is sponsored by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. Well, anything going on for you this weekend, Aldi?
Yeah,
plans?
absolutely. Always got to plan your weekends. You're still a working person, like this old dude is, sort of.
Somebody's celebrating a big milestone birthday on Sunday.
Never guess who that might be.
I wonder who that is. Huh?
Gee, might I be looking at him? That is a milestone. It's a half a century.
It is.
Am I correct?
You are correct.
Congrats, buddy.
Thank you very much.
Many happy, healthy returns, because birthdays from this point forward become very, very important.
I know. I'm like, here we go. It's the beginning of the end for Mike Trons. No, I'm just teasing. No, I'm excited though. I mean, it's
hey,
it's all
in what you make.
Well, that's true. That's true. 2nd and 4, Hilltoppers on the 38-yard line of the Knights. Snap, Carter Drews to the 30, inside the 35, I should say, and to about maybe the 33. You got a first down.
Yep, and that's about 2 minutes off the clock.
Yep.
And the Knights are going to have to start burning them here pretty quick.
Yes, they are. I was just thinking that.
I would think if they held them to a short gain on first down here, they would probably start burning them.
1st and 10 on the 34. Carter Drews takes the snap, straight ahead, breaks a tackle, breaks a second tackle, 30, right side 25, and he's down now around the 23-yard line. Finally tackled on the play by Nolan Gibson. And we've got an injured player down for the Knights.
Drews picks up a first down.
Carter Drews gets the first down, but right now, injury timeout brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings as they're going to tend to the injured player.
Yeah, back to your original question, Mike. Baseball season started for me this year on February the 26th in Milwaukee. I did my first games, and I got 2 tomorrow. I got 3 on Sunday. I'm going to go up to the Woodside Complex, and there's a little college club ball tournament, which is a bit of a tournament that I have truly enjoyed for many, many years. These are college kids who do not play. They go to Division I schools, but they do not play Division I baseball, and they go to college for an education, but just play baseball for recreation and a heck of a good time. And it is so much fun because these kids can play. First of all, the skill level is very, very good. And they come there for a good time, and it's not like every call is the biggest call in the century. If you get one wrong, well, guess what? You get one wrong. They don't really care. They're just glad to have somewhat qualified officials there to make the decisions. So,
Santiago was the injured player. He got up and he walked off. That's good. That's good.
Boy,
sign.
Mike, how this game changed on one play. 180 degrees. I mean to tell you, Lourdes was pumped. You could see it.
But a 3rd and 17 conversion. 1st and 10. Toppers on the 22. High snap. This is that Drews? Let's see. That is Carter Drews.
Carter Drews picks up about 1 on the play.
And he got 1, but again, unless, Lourdes is going to burn a timeout. I was just going to say, unless they're going to burn timeouts, Cambria is pretty much going to salt this away.
Well, here's the dilemma that Cambria Friesland has at this moment. You got 3rd down and is it 3rd down? No, 2nd down.
2nd down.
It's 2nd down. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. 2nd down and about 9. Do you just continue to sell out on the run? And which you almost have to do at this moment. But on the flip side of that, hey, stick it into a belly, pull it out, and either hit somebody down the field. But then again, if you don't complete it, the clock's going to stop. So you give them a free timeout.
Right.
So that's a bit of a dilemma that you're in, but you want to keep the clock rolling if you're Cambria Friesland here, needless to say.
27-15, Beaver Dam leading Plymouth in the 4th quarter. Golden Beavers having a fine season, just the 1 loss thus far. 2nd and 9, Toppers have it on the 21 of Lourdes Academy. Carter Drews out of the gun, has the snap, runs with it straight ahead, pushing the pile down to near the 15, and I lost him, and he's somewhere in a mass of humanity.
Everybody in the field except for one Cambria kid is in the scrum.
Yep.
And somebody comes out holding the football, and Lourdes says they've got the football, and the clock is.
By the way,
is there a fumble?
No. By the way, there's a timeout called by Lourdes Academy, I believe.
Well, it's going to be 3rd down and about 2.
The last timeout.
So we got 7.
Was brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings. And you know what? This timeout brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. So each team with 1 timeout left, 2:41 on the game clock. And after the timeout, it'll be 3rd and 9 for excuse me, 3rd and 1.
3rd and a long
the scoreboard's
1.
been behind all night long.
Yeah.
So.
I'll tell you what, the Lourdes kids over there, they were really lobbying for a fumble situation. Needless to say, you and I couldn't see it.
Right.
There was 21 players all locked together. That was quite the scene right there. Don't know if I've ever quite seen it like that.
You never know what you're going to see at the old football field on Friday night, do you? We've seen some bizarre things over the last few weeks. Daily Dodge TV. It's our high school football game of the week tonight in the Trailways Conference. Been a good one, 24-21 on the Gruber Law Office's scoreboard. Hilltoppers lead the Knights, and now it's 3rd and about 2, roughly, for Cambria Friesland on the 15 of Lourdes. Snap to Carter Drews. Straight ahead, 15, breaks the tackle, 10, 5, he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cambria Friesland. Carter Drews from 15 yards out. And the Hilltoppers salting this one away with 2:35 to go.
Well, I tell you, the offensive line just did a great job. He was sort of stood up right at the line of scrimmage, allowed that offensive line to continue their blocks, broke a tackle as he does so often. He's just sort of a man amongst boys, to be very honest.
Yeah, he really is.
Just a tough runner, and he's never going to dazzle anybody with his juke moves or anything of that nature, but he's going to make some people pay the price.
2-point conversion try. And Carter Drews again diving. Did he cross the plane? Yes. 2-point conversion. And it's now 32-21. Cambria Friesland. 2:35 left to go in the ball game. We'll take a 1-minute break, and we're back after this on Daily Dodge TV.
Hey, it's Stacy with Slumberland, Beaver Dam in Watertown. Stop in and see everything that our store has to offer. We built it just for you. We have mattresses, box springs, power bases, bedroom sets, furniture, living room sets, dining sets, everything that you would need to complete your entire home. We've got our interest-free financing and a really great local staff here to help you. So you've got all local people here to help you out from start to finish for anything that you would need. So stop in, shop local, and save big with us.
White Construction is cheering on our student athletes in the community, and they want you on their winning team too. They're expanding and looking for passionate individuals who want to build their future as a team. Join a company that values teamwork, excellence, and community spirit. They're now hiring for multiple positions around Wisconsin, including general labor, fieldwork, and heavy equipment operators. Visit congruix.com to apply today and step up to the plate with White Construction. Let's build something great together.
We come back to live action. There's a kickoff that will go out of bounds on the near side of the field. So Lourdes Academy is going to start 1st and 10 from its own 35, but only one timeout left and 2:34 remaining in the game. It's 32-21, Hilltoppers leading on the Gruber Law Office's one call, that's all scoreboard. It's been an entertaining game, as we mentioned.
It's entertaining, Mike, and there's going to be some tired kids out there. You know, almost every one of these kids are going both ways. And it really pays its price and takes a toll on these kids. And when you've got,
Saturday morning when they wake up, they're going to be feeling it.
Ugh. I'm glad they enjoy it because I love to watch it. I just absolutely dearly love to watch the game of football, especially in live. Television, not so much, but when you watch it live and you get to see these young men working their hearts out as a team, you know, that's the key to this whole thing.
Well, they made him re-kick, huh? And fielded this time around the 25, 30, 35, and out across the 40.
Nice tackle.
On the return goes Brady Bauer. So they opted not to take it at the 35. They opted for a re-kick. You know, and I suppose I can understand you're down 2 scores late. You're thinking maybe we can spring a big return here and get a quick one. You never know. But it didn't happen. 1st and 10 for the Knights on their 42-yard line, going right to left. 2:28 left, one timeout. Right now the Knights still in the huddle. It's an awfully long huddle over there.
Well, the thing is, Mike, they've all been playing defense. And they're all out there on special teams as well. So
that's true.
They don't have an opportunity while they're on the sideline to figure out, what play they're going to run.
2 receivers to each side. Ball's on the near side of the field. Out of the gun, Lindahl. Here comes pressure. Fires. Caught on the right side. Stadinsky, 50, breaks tackle, 45, 40. Down the sideline, steps out of bounds. Near the 35-yard line. That was Braden Stadinsky on the reception, and that's a big gainer.
23 yards on the catch.
And a 1st and 10, and you talked about it a little earlier, how this is definitely a quick strike offense. They have that capability. 1st and 10 now on this is going to be the 36-yard line. And running with it, Lindahl, and the flag comes in as Lindahl was tackled.
Lindahl, the ball carrier, flag on the play.
Loss of a couple on the play. We'll see what stands here.
Holding is the call.
Holding on the Knights. So pushes them back to the 45, 1st and 20. Out of the gun, Lindahl. Pass is batted down. That's an incomplete pass. But that was Carter Drews. He got his big paw in the air and batted that one down. 2nd and 20 coming up with 2:05 to go. On 2nd and 20. Again, 2 receivers on each side. Lindahl out of the gun, back to throw. Fires, caught by Yagi. He was tackled by Hoyt Helmer. And that is going to be...
Got a 7-yard gain.
And a timeout by Lourdes Academy, their final timeout of the game, brought to you by our good friends at McKinstry's Home Furnishings under the red awning in downtown Beaver Dam. Again, next week, the Knights will be home. They've got an 8 o'clock kickoff next Friday night, September 27th, at home against Westfield. And then back-to-back road games after that, October 4th at Dodgeland and October 11th at Palmyra Eagle. Both of those are 7 o'clock kicks. For the Cambria Friesland Hilltoppers, home next week for Parkview Albany, 7 o'clock kick. Then a Thursday night game, October 3rd at Johnson Creek, before coming home Friday night, the 11th of October, to entertain Westfield. Tim and I will be in Poynette next Friday night for our Daily Dodge TV Game of the Week. Poynette hosting Marquezan. We saw Marquezan a couple of weeks ago, and they looked pretty good in a win over Deerfield. John Dunleavy and company getting the job done that night. We'll see what they can do against Poynette. 3rd and about 13 from the 37-yard line of the Hilltoppers. Lindahl being flushed out of the pocket. Running, throws on the run, downfield, intercepted! And that'll seal it, as that one was intercepted by Alex Raymond. And the Toppers can take a couple of knees and put this one away. Minute 46 left, and the Knights are out of timeouts.
I think if Lindahl had it to do over again, Mike, he had escaped the pocket and was heading out the right side, had all kinds of room. I think he could have probably run for 15 to 20, got knocked out of bounds, lived for another day, if you will. But, he had the receiver down near the goal line, thought, hey, what the heck, let's give it the old school try here and see if we can outfight the defender. It didn't quite work. One too many red shirts.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Hilltoppers on their own 3-yard line. So they're backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, and they're going to run a play?
Yeah, they ran out of T formation, if you will. Holy smokes.
Why are they not just taking a knee there?
Good question.
3 knees will end this thing.
Well, they got 3 yards.
I don't
Who was
understand
that?
for the life of me.
Who ran the football?
Calendars. Am I wrong to think that? I mean,
no.
You just take a couple of knees here and this is over.
Well,
you run the play, you can fumble.
I'll tell you, Jamie Link is in for a fight for next year to see if he can keep his coaching job over you.
He's got nothing to worry about. I am never going to be a head coach of anything. Maybe the Olympic pizza eating team or something like that.
Oh, now you're talking. Here, I thought you were talking about the Jamaican bobsled team.
Now they take a knee. Now the only thing I can think of, Tim, is maybe because they were on the 3-yard line, they felt they better run at least one play to give them some more room, because you take a knee and you back up into the end zone, it's a safety.
Well, yeah, then you're down 9, so who cares?
Well, that's true. That's true. So anyways, you know what? I'm not the head coach, so I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. That's gonna pretty much do it. 40 seconds left. One more knee to end it. And there it is. So the final second's gonna tick away. They do not have to snap it again. And it's a happy homecoming Friday night, 2024 here in Cambria. The Hilltoppers, despite a couple of miscues, they're able to get the win. Clock continuing to tick away. The final seconds, 3, 2, 1, and it's in the books. 32-21, Hilltoppers over the Knights on the Gruber Law Office's One Call, That's All scoreboard. We're going to take a 3-minute break. We're back to wrap it up with our postgame report right after this on Daily Dodge TV.
American drivers overpay an average of $368 per year on their auto insurance. Why? Because, well, insurance is hard. It's complicated. It's time-consuming to get quotes from multiple companies, so we overpay. Or we call Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Make one call and receive a quote from a great company like Auto Owners Insurance. The team at Richards Insurance will literally do all the work for you. So if you could be saving money each month with an Auto Owners Insurance policy, you'll know about it. How much will you save with Richards Insurance? To find out, call Richards Insurance or stop in at 123 North Spring Street, downtown Beaver Dam. With offices in Columbus, Watertown, West Bend, and Oshkosh. With over 50 employees and hundreds of years insurance experience across 5 offices, you'll get full-service counseling with no obligation. Your Auto Owners Insurance carrier is Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Call 887-1615.
We'll be there with you. Richards Insurance of Beaver Dam.
Are you ready to score big on home comfort? Cheer on our area athletes with McKinstry's Home Furnishings. From plush recliners to luxurious sofas, stylish bedroom sets to cozy area rugs, and all the accessories you need to make your home a winner. Whether you're outfitting your man cave or upgrading your living room with MVP style, McKinstry's has you covered. Game on with McKinstry's Home Furnishings, where winning starts at home.
Year after year, McKinstry's.
Cheer. Now cheer louder. Any accomplishment worth doing is worth doing with all your heart and soul. The entire team at Hometown Glass and Improvement knows that dedication, time, and respect can lead to greatness. When practicing free throws, running for a touchdown, or installing new windows and doors, it is commitment to something larger than oneself that creates a legacy. So keep cheering for your hometown team. Hometown Glass and Improvement online at hometownglass.com.
The winter weather can play havoc on your hands and hair. Fear not, the folks at Wonder Nails and Spa has just a ticket for you. Call 887-4374 and let them pamper you. Let them chase away those winter blues. Let's talk hair. Long, beautiful hair, shining, whoa, I digress. The team of Cost Cutters will put a shimmer and shine to your mood, and their retail products are the best in the business. Call 885-0437 today. That's why you hear everyone say, I shop Park Village Shopping Center, and you should too.
The Spartans have arrived. Spartan Flooring is here to serve with prices from another time. Get the lowest prices anywhere on name brand carpet and LVP. Save hundreds or more per room without sacrificing the quality. Spartan Flooring makes designing easy with a carefully curated selection tailored to local paint colors and wood stains. Whether you're sprucing up a house to sell or settling in for the next 20 years, get the best prices in town. Call, text, or email to schedule a free, no-cost, no-obligation measurement and assessment. Visit SpartanFloorings.com and prepare to be floored.
All the time.
We are back at Cambria Friesland High School on this Friday night. Homecoming 2024 at Cambria, and it was a happy homecoming football game for the home team tonight. Final score on the Gruber Law Office's one call, that's all scoreboard. Cambria Friesland with the 32-21 victory over Lourdes Academy. And we bring it back to Tim Haldeman for a look at some individual and also some team stats.
All right, Wade Lindahl, the Mr. Do Everything, the quarterback, and of course, great defender as well for Lourdes Academy tonight, was 11 for 20 through the air for 157 yards. His favorite target was Matt Yagi with 7 grabs for a total of 77 yards. On the ground, they were held to 72 yards and on 24 carries, and I think that's very honestly sort of the key tonight. Cambria Friesland just sort of made them forced them to pass the footballs at times when they didn't really care to. So a total of 229 net yards for the Knights from Lourdes Academy. For the Hilltoppers from Cambria Friesland, they were 4 for 4 through the air tonight. Junior quarterback Dayton McBride, flawless. Holy smokes, 4 for 4 for 70 yards. Carson Bermania, a couple of grabs for 45 was his favorite target. And on the ground, of course, that's where the Hilltoppers really showed their mettle tonight. 46 carries for 258 yards, a total of 328 net yards. So they outgained the Lourdes Academy by 328 to 229. Doing the individual duties, of course, as I mentioned, Dayton McBride through the air, 4 for 4 for 70. McBride also 7 carries for 41 yards. Carter Drews, whether it be from his halfback position or whether it be from his quarterback spot with direct snaps, didn't make much difference. 147 yards on 25 carries tonight. His brother Callan Drews, 39 yards gained on 9 carries, and Hoyt Helmer also with 5 runs on for a total of 31 yards. So 328 net yards versus 229, and that's going to get you victory both, most of the time. But I'll tell you what, credit that young Lourdes and a little bit undermanned club across the way there. It came down to an onside kick and a 3rd and 17, Mike, that the Hilltoppers pulled off on one of the finest plays I've seen all year long from any quarterback, and that was Dayton McBride with that side armor to who the heck caught that one? Bermania. That was the key to the whole fourth quarter there, which sort of turned this baby on a dime.
Yeah, just to recap the second half scoring summary, it was 16-14 at the break tonight, 2-point game at half. In the third quarter, with 4:06 to go in the period, Carter Drews ripped off a 13-yard touchdown run. He also ran in for a 2-point conversion. That made it 24-14 Cambria. Then in the fourth quarter, with 6:19 to go, the Lourdes Academy cut it to 3. Wade Lindahl with a 3-yard touchdown run. They kicked an extra point. It was good, 24-21. And as you had mentioned earlier, Tim, they were pumped. They had the momentum. They were pumped. But a couple minutes later, Cambria Friesland found the end zone again. Carter Drews with a 15-yard touchdown run. He also ran in another 2-point conversion to make it 32-21. And maybe what was more notable than the fact that Carter Drews scored there was during that drive, we talked about it already, was the 3rd and 17 conversion that they had, because at the time we mentioned Lourdes Academy had all this momentum and they could not stop them on 3rd and 17. It was a big pass from McBride to Bermania, and it kept the drive going. They eventually punched it in and won the game by 11.
Well, as we mentioned, pretty much, Mike, right at that moment during the ball game, that was the changing point of the entire night. Up until that point, you always thought that Cambria Friesland probably had a little bit of the edge up front, a little bit stronger up in the trenches. But hey, that's not always where the games are won and lost, But when you got a guy like Lindahl who can, make things happen from that quarterback position, whether it be from his strong right arm or whether it be from his running ability to elude the rush or even designed run plays for them, that kid's a heck of a football player, and I give him an awful lot of credit tonight.
Well, I'll see if you agree with me here, Tim, but we need to announce our Napleton Chevy Buick GMC drive of the game. To me, it was the drive that we just talked about, which included that big 3rd and 17 conversion, because that pretty much turned the ball game, as you said.
10-4, good buddy. I'm with you.
That's our Napleton Chevy Buick GMC drive of the game. Tim, I know you got to run downstairs, so I'm going to let you go. And great job as always, Tim. We'll see you here in a little bit. We'll wrap it up here now and remind you again that next week, Friday night, Tim and I will head to Poynette as the Pumas will entertain the Marquezan Hornets. That's our Daily Dodge TV Game of the Week on Friday night, September 27th, with coverage beginning around 6:40. Kickoff is set for 7 o'clock. Hope you'll join us for that. Or otherwise, maybe come on out to the game if you have nothing else to do on a Friday night. But we hope to have you join us on Friday night, the 27th, 1 week from tonight, Marquezan at Poynette. With the win tonight, Cambria Friesland goes to 3-2 overall, 2-1 in conference, and Lourdes Academy now 1-4 overall, 0-3 in the Trailways. Again, Cambria Friesland next week hosting Parkview Albany right here at 7 o'clock. And also next Friday, a home game for the Knights, an 8 o'clock kickoff at home against Westfield. Our game tonight has been brought to you by the following presenting video sponsors: Columbus Family Dental, Hometown Glass and Improvement, and the Beaver Dam Unified School District. Tonight's game also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Kladowski Real Estate, Slumberland, Pizza Ranch of Beaver Dam, Park Village Shopping Center, Richards Insurance, Preferred Dental Partners, Napleton Chevy Buick GMC, Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly, Gruber Law Office, Beaver Dam Tire and Service, and Mayville Tire and Service, Air Care, Jerry's BP, Silica for your home, Moraine Park Technical College, Gardner Manufacturing, and Spartan Flooring. 32-21. Cambria Friesland a winner over Lourdes Academy, and we thank you for being with us. Hope you enjoyed this broadcast. We also want to thank Aiden Voigt, our Swiss Army knife jack of all trades, for his good work, and for my longtime friend and partner, Tim Haldeman. Mike Tronson saying so long from Cambria Friesland. Have a pleasant evening. Enjoy your weekend. This has been a Daily Dodge TV Sports presentation. Good night, everybody.